Yo, welcome to the BYB Podcast. That stands for the Backyard Boys. Hell yeah. And it's Monday, Hangover Monday. Isn't that what they call the day after the Super Bowl is Hangover Monday? I guess there's probably a shitload of Hangover Mondays now that I'm really starting to think about it. I guess the day after New Year's, Christmas, etc.
You get fucked up yesterday?
Mondays. No, I did not. Nope, I did not drink. I did not do a drug. I am clean and pristine. I keep my body like a temple, like the Lord wanted it. It was intended to be all natural, motherfuckers. That's how we roll, literally rolling. But yeah, welcome, CJ Browne in the house. Great to have you back, buddy. How about yourself? Did you get trashed?
I did not. I watched the second half of the game, which was amazing. And yeah, I'm happy to be back on the show. Always, you hit me up on Discord. Like, I was very confused by your message because I always love coming on. BYB's the best, and let's make this Monday count.
No, so yeah, I was like, hey, it was more or less like, how often can I ask you to come on? Not like, it wasn't like, hey, I don't know if you like coming on BYB. It was more like, how often? Because I want you on like every other day, but I know that's probably not feasible for you. So I just
that was real. That's nice.
Yeah, so it was like I'd have you on all the time, but I know that's not a possibility. So yeah, how often can I ask you? Once a month? Once every 3 months? It was kind of like that. So
I like that.
Yeah, I was just.
It was very sweet. See, I wasn't used to that level of sweetness and compassion. That's what I wasn't used to.
I do think that's honestly, I think that's why people come on and do the podcast, because they're like, most people are flakes and don't ask, and
I feel like I'm in the really womb right now. Stuff. I feel so warm.
Yes, embrace you with my fluids, that weird fluid, embiotic fluid. You don't have to eat nothing. You just hang out in the fluid and enjoy yourself, man. Absolutely. I'm glad you enjoy coming on BYB. I'm not sure everyone does. Mostly the people that we troll, but it's a special breed. No, not those ones. It's a special breed of people.
Well, since I've been coming on, alliances have certainly moved and shifted. So that has something to do with it.
A lot of it has. A lot of it has to do with this fluid talk. It's kind of gross.
Yeah, lots of fluids. Yeah. I know, actually.
I'm going to come.
A bunch of people left almost instantly when we started talking about fluids. So yeah, exactly. You got to be careful what kind of fluids you talk about on this program. Indeed, we don't want to end up becoming like Steel Toe and being one of the cum swallowers like Aaron Imhorte. Indeed.
Maybe we could end the episode with an episode of Good Fluid, Bad Fluid.
Yeah, there's way too many bad fluids out there.
Okay.
I drink your cum.
Indeed.
It's an educational part to this, I think, that's very helpful.
He's very serious about his cum drinking, indeed.
Serious stuff?
Of course. Yeah, it is. And we got our buddy Yingwei Malmenstream back in the house after a little week-long hiatus. We missed you, buddy. How was your trip? The tan, I mean, damn, bro. I mean, you go from the Northeast all the way down to the warm sun, and tell us about your trip a little bit.
Well, it was a nice trip. The weather was beautiful until I got chased back out. Unfortunately, my wife and I accidentally killed a couple of hookers. Things got a little tense. I thought she was going for my wallet. Then I realized my wallet was in my back pocket. And by the time I realized what she was trying to do, she was dead.
You know what the good news is, though? You did this in Florida. That's a sunshine state. That means we're going to get the body cam footage.
Right. Yeah, and as long as it wasn't a male prostitute, everything was great. If it had been a man-on-man type of crime, I might never been seen again. But I understand that killing female prostitutes as a male It was not only legal, it was actually encouraged. So, but we did leave in a hurry. I did get part of the hotel money back. So all in all, it was a good trip. I got a little sun, and I'm looking forward to going back.
Wait, why'd you have to leave early? Why'd you get a partial payment back?
Because of the murder, and we got a little bit. I smoked some weed. I got a little paranoid, and we got the first flight back that we could. We were there for a total of 6 hours and I think like 48 minutes, long enough for me to catch a little sun, hit Epcot and the Magic Kingdom, and then we came back. 6 hours, 48 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, we ran through most of Epcot. I don't recommend it.
Epcot kind of sucks.
Epcot,
I mean, of the parks, it's definitely not my favorite. I think Animal Kingdom is the best. If we're being 100% honest here.
Well, my wife and I are very much into animals and the whole animal cause. So the next time we go, we'll probably go to the animal.
Or MGM, because the Tower of Terror is badass. That's a fun ride.
Yeah, my wife doesn't do rides, and I'm not a big fan either. I have a very
Wait, you went to Disney and you don't like rides?
No. We, yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, so yeah, like
that's crazier than killing a hooker.
It only
wild.
That's why it only took us 43 minutes to go through Disney. Sorry, Quad.
No, I think it's wild as hell to go to Disney World or whatever as a grown adult. I have heard of you fanalized into
I agree. But, and they don't like rides, Quadfather. That makes things even crazier.
Yeah, what do you do? Just walk around and look at the kids?
I hate children as well.
I was gonna. Oh, that makes more sense now. Why you would want to go hang out with millions of little kids? God damn, I hate kids, but I go hang out with kids. What is this? Wait,
I have a 28-year-old son. If I could feed him to alligators or abort him at this point, I would do it willingly.
But he's an adult. That's what I mean. You got to go run around. What did you guys go do? Like sit on the teacup ride, or like what did you do?
You don't like rides.
7 times. No, the teacups were good. The Hall of Presidents was a riot. That was great.
Hall of Presidents.
Which one was your favorite president?
Thing was huge.
The black one.
It was great.
I'm going to be honest with you. If I went to Disney and I didn't go on Splash Mountain, I would kill myself.
Yeah. Well,
also what the hooker's name was, Splash Mountain.
Her name was Brandy.
Incidentally.
And yes. Yes. Splash Mountains was her name with the plural. It was.
Goddamn. That's actually not like a big, large lady that, gets, anyway, it might be a good stripper's name or, anyway, I'm not gonna, I guess I shouldn't ingratiate.
We did make it to the beach. We went to the beach. We went to Food Truck Heaven in Kissimmee, which is wonderful. If you like food trucks, excellent food. Whole lot of Hispanic folks. Whole lot of people speaking words that I didn't understand.
Long.
Hey, gringo.
America now, motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's right. It ain't gonna be long. That lot's gonna be empty.
Puta gringo.
I know that I ordered a soda and asked for extra ice, and people just started diving under trucks everywhere around me, which I found was a little
La migra.
Yeah.
He say ice. He say.
Yeah.
Oh no!
All the security guards had guns, and they were out. But we went to a couple of flea markets. I've broken out several spots. It was an excellent vacation. Very warm temperatures. Came home, 6 inches of snow in the driveway.
I gotta say, I do love a Florida flea market. There's a particular vibe about these places. This is where I have this friend, Scumbag Vinny, and this is where he was like really able to make his money, was from the Florida flea markets. It's where people like that really rise to the top.
So they sell back all, like the rich people, they have to go to the flea market to buy all their stuff back. Is that?
And I love like a flea market cafeteria, like the hot dogs and shit like that they sell. It's so good.
Nobody who works in the flea market speaks any English until you give them the wrong amount of money, and then suddenly they are very classically trained in the English language.
Oh yeah.
So it's like jalapeno Christmas lights and machetes and sombreros, like
It's anything you want.
traditional,
And the
traditionale.
same six T-shirts in 46,000 stalls across all of Kissimmee and Orange and Orlando.
Hubcaps, wheels, rims. Yeah.
Unmatched hubcaps, but hubcaps nonetheless. Yes,
Nonetheless. Nice. All right. And of course, we're going to be going over all the things that happened in the AC Atlantic City this past weekend.
Can't wait. Missed it.
Absolutely. We'll catch Yingwei up on all the events and CJ, of course, too. And me and Hockey, we've been keeping up on this shit. So we're down to let everybody
in the trenches.
Yeah, we had a great show yesterday. Right, Honky?
Yep. You guys is a great show. Awesome. Everybody but the pineapple did really good.
Exactly. But I think just the hard thing about that is nobody could understand his accent. I don't know where he comes from, but weird accent.
Hawaii?
But indeed, Hawaii, something like that.
Why would you invite a pineapple onto a podcast show?
Right. Yeah, what a fruit. We must be a bunch of fruits too, man. But we got a poll question today, folks. So everybody in the chat, if you haven't seen or you don't know already, there is a poll question in the chat. Of course, who is the big winner coming out of AC? You guys can decide for yourselves. I think
so we have to wait till after you tell us everything, and then we can give an opinion on who the big winner is, because I know nothing.
Right. Yeah, for you guys on the panel, I think a lot of the people in our chat keep up on this stuff, so they actually are very well informed, and they can actually they can make up their minds now or closer to the end of the program, because about the time we start talking about steel toe, I think that everybody here could have their minds made up. FKA Mammy, I see you in the chat. All right, nice. In fact, Teamster Tim just sent me a couple videos and pictures. One of them does indeed have FKA Mammy in it.
Beautiful.
We seen all you ladies running around out there in AC, indeed, KB and whatnot. But yeah, so everybody go answer the poll question. Who's the big winner? Tookie, Melton, Chad's not on that list because Chad was the biggest loser no matter what, because he fucked up the event in the first place.
Well, let's be honest. Ray DeVito is the biggest loser no matter what. But in this instance, maybe it was Chad.
Chad was the biggest loser this weekend no matter what, because he fucked up the live event. But yeah, Ray DeVito,
bigger loser than Ray DeVito,
could possibly be the winner decided by the fans.
Really?
You might
wait. So was this?
They might vote for Ray just to like piss you off now.
Is this like DabbleCon? Like, what were they all doing there?
They were there just to watch the Super Bowl, but yeah, they were going to do a live event on Saturday, but they canceled it. What they ended up doing was a live stream from a hotel room with about 25 people inside of the motel room. So that's pretty much the entire weekend in a nutshell. Believe it or not, that's how it panned out. So
who was there?
Jesus. I mean, it was Kevin Brennan, Melton, Tookie, Jesus, Ray DeVito, Chad Zumock, Teamster Tim, FKA Mommy, Carl's brother, KB, Lady KB. It's a long list.
This is like a misery
like all the people
type of crowd.
Yeah. So if you think of like all the super chatters that you recognize the names of on the shows,
of course,
a lot of those fuckers were there.
Of course.
Yes, the pay pigs are the MLC ball washers, man. Those guys. Sue Party member for 9 months. Backflip. That's right. We know what that means. That's an inside joke, folks.
Triple G.
Everybody loves inside jokes.
Yes, absolutely.
Some of us don't get them, but we don't remember them.
Yeah, I mean, the longer you're here, the more likely you are to get them, though, Yingwei. That's how it works, buddy.
I'm sure I got it. I just don't remember it. That's the problem. I'm old.
Got it. Good. That's right. Actually, I just right as the show was starting, I was like, oh, yeah, I should send Ray the link because someone in the chat actually paid
Honestly, I don't like the Andy Warhol reference. I feel like the more I learn about Andy Warhol, he just seems like the meanest, gayest New York, like evil, scary guy who just stole from everybody around him. What a freak. That guy was a piece of shit, I think.
And a fraud, right?
Well, I get the mass production of the yada yada, but I think he did some twisted shit. Like he liked playing like little games, like power games with the people around him. Like he was into that type of shit.
Right.
He was also into scat play, according to his autobiography.
I believe it.
I think a lot of these guys just get so much pussy and get laid and get stuff thrown at them so often that they get bored. Like a lot of the actors.
Hey, listen, not according to Kanye West. I don't know if you've been following his Twitter, but yesterday he spent, I want to say like 2 hours just posting different porn that he watches. And it's like, it's pretty normal. It's like Lana Rhoades. You know, that's like as mainstream as it gets. So I don't think that's always true. That whole, if you watch enough porn, you're going to be jerking off to people shitting on you.
I don't even.
I don't think it works that way.
Jerking off?
I don't even think it's purely the porn thing. I think the fact is that they just get laid so much that they start going outside the box. Like,
desensitized a little bit.
Like a straight guy will end up becoming a gay guy at some point, and then having ladies and guys shitting on their chests.
Yeah,
or eating.
Wow, that escalated quickly. Jesus.
No, it's not me. It's not me. It's the Hollywood people. So just
seems like
this is the type of things people
there,
think of when soup party's around.
Yeah,
I do enjoy seeing a man blasting a ladies.
I think
a ladies, plural, a ladies.
I could see Jings going straight to shitting on someone. For some reason, that rings true to me. Even if it's accidental.
Wait, we're getting crazy off topic. I do want to learn about Atlantic City.
Stacks. Okay, so send Ray the link. Stacks says I just tried to get a hold of him right before the program started. He is right now driving back to Cleveland. So
Ray DeVito? He's driving all the way to Cleveland.
He drives everywhere. That's what he do.
Did he change his tire?
Here.
The one that's leaking?
Yeah. You mean he got it fixed. He didn't change it. Let's be honest.
Wait, does he still have the leaking
hole.
tire?
That's all it was. No, that's what I mean. That's all it was a leaky tire, and he just had to get it plugged.
What did he say? It was like he's like, every 100 miles I put air in my tire.
Yeah, he was with quarters. He had to keep quarters around to do it too, which is the funniest part.
Whether it needs it or not.
Absolutely. He just had to find someone competent enough to actually fix a tire.
Did you see his gig salad? It's hilarious. His gig salad description is nuts. Ray's a fucking freak, man. He freaks me out.
Gig salad.
Yeah, though he gives a very false perception of his abilities and past through his gig salad. That's like how it work. His gig salad.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's a new terminology for me.
No, it's not a terminology. It's a website.
Oh, okay. So maybe I should look that up, is what you're saying, and we could take a peek at it.
Yeah, that's like like
Ray DeVito gig salad. Comedians. If I put that in, it'll pop right up.
I think so. I don't know. It was a Rusty Shackelford, whatever the fuck his name is. Did a whole.
Franklin Sheckler. Franklin Sheckler video? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Franklin Sheckler. That's right.
Oh, okay. No, I never saw that entire video. Yeah, shit. I mean, after we talk about AC, maybe we could pop that up and actually remind me. I'll put it on my list of stuff to talk about. Indeed. No, I was hoping maybe we could get him to pop on here and see how his weekend was. He's actually the only person I haven't heard from because I watched MLC today. I watched like 2 minutes of Chad Zumock. That's about all I could handle. Very boring, but all right. So
all those fucking shows are super boring. It's just a ploy to get money. It's just awful.
Gig salad. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say maybe MLC is the biggest.
Oh, he's the best. In that universe, it's the only show that's watchable.
that is his entire show, is reading super chats. So like he comes on with no production ready to go, nothing planned, and while eating food and drinking Coca-Cola, and then starts reading super chats. But
Kevin is definitely, I think he's redeemable because the show's earnest, he's funny, and it's just like a good time. Chad, after he did that episode where he pretended to get beat up by like a whole group of people, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, what are we even doing? This guy's trying to get donations because he's like pretending that a group of people beat him up. I'm like, this is like credit card fraud with my emotions. I was like,
yeah, Chad Zumock, like Chad Zumock with the credit card fraud, right, guys? Coach Saw says, thanks for allowing us poor people to watch. Oh, come on, man. What are you trying to say? That membership chat like yesterday's a little rough on you folks? Come on, man. It's a membership only show, and there's only one of them a week. You got 3 regular shows to watch every week. So what you can do, Coach Sauce, is you can buy a membership. They're $3 a month. There is no better bang for your buck in the world than $3 membership to BYB, right, guys?
That's true.
I don't know. Joey C's 99-cent membership sign up is a pretty fine, good deal, I think.
Joey who? Never heard of her.
That's what I meant. Yeah. $3 is fucking a bargain.
I did hear you guys talking about hooker stuff earlier, and now we're talking about Ray DeVito driving back across the country, and he is well known as possibly being the I-80 killer. But I don't know. You know how Kevin Brennan is. Yeah, well, we all know how Kevin Brennan is. He's kind of a wild dude. Well known like for fighting, getting beat up.
Stable. Kevin is stable. Like, Ray is. There's nothing going on. He was beat as a kid. He's emotionally disturbed. Like, there's nothing holding them together. Just he lived with his mom. Like, how is he even paying rent on anything? Like, Kevin at least has like a family. Kevin has like a wife. It's like you can't even compare these people.
Yeah, I guess he does have a wife now that you say that.
Like, he's held it together enough to have like a fan base. He has people who give him money. He's got all these things. Ray
has a career in comedy.
Ray,
Ray, like, you know what the deal with that. So I don't have to explain it to you. You know Ray's comedy career better than most people. You're in the same city area for sure.
And anybody from Ohio is bad news too. That's the other thing. Who's from Ohio? Scary black people. Jake Paul, Greg, all the Pauls. It's not a good place. And it's like
Chad
on the East Coast,
Chad Zumock and Ray are both from
look, East Coast. We have fun black people. Like, we have Harlem. It's like fun. Like, Ohio, it's scary. It's different.
Okay. But here's what I wanted to show. Everybody keeps saying that Ray DeVito is the I-80 killer. You said that Kevin Brennan is very calm, cool, collective. I would say most serial killers are. Would you agree?
I don't think he's calm, cool, and collected. I think that he's held it together enough to have a life, is what I'm saying. I like how he's a little bit emotionally unhinged. He makes it work for him.
Is he fighting a wood chipper? What's wrong with him?
Yeah, exactly.
His hands are all cut up.
No, that's what I was going to say. I noticed that while watching MLC today, and I know that he drove back from Atlantic City where there's a ton of hookers, and he got a couple speeding tickets on his way home. And then I noticed his hands today were all beat up and cut and stuff. And it's like, those look like defensive wounds or abusive wounds, like one of the two, right?
Yeah,
either he was stopping a machete attack or he was like doing some cutting on something.
You stabbed me. Said. Wow.
I'm going to get you back, hooker lady. You're going to get it, hooker. Exactly. So, yeah, I was starting to wonder what's going on with this.
Patrick Melton was there, right? Like, he was just probably trying to eat, take a little bites. He was probably having a little snack.
Never share a room with Melton.
Yeah,
or was he was getting attacked? He was getting attacked too by Teamster Tim. Who knows? Maybe that was part of the deal too.
It's like the Donner Party, for Christ's sake.
Donner Party. Wow. He's eating alive. Wow.
For 5 minutes and he's eating me.
All right, let's show these real quick. I guess I could have pulled them up first before. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is the great Ray DeVito. As a matter of fact, let's show this one real quick. Ray DeVito. Yeah, we do have some Ray DeVito sightings.
I'm a little obsessed with Ray DeVito. There's something about his aura that's just unbelievable.
He has an aura. There's no.
He's got an aura.
Yeah.
Aura what?
I think he has mainstream appeal. Like I think more people are gonna notice how insane this guy is.
Yeah, you think he'll catch on to be like one of the King Cobras or like that
I think
kind of big?
It's like he's got potential. Like if this was like American Idol, he'd make it on to another round, 100%.
Yes, American lolcow.
Yeah, he's making it past the audition for sure.
We need a new show called American Lolcow. That's fucking amazing, dude. That just happened. We just made it. You're moving on to the next round. Lolcow round. You're in the Super Bowl. There you go.
Play it again.
Right.
Yeah,
play it again, Sam.
I want to see his 2 beers.
Was it so goddamn boring that the highlight was fucking Ray DeVito paying for one of his beers? What the fuck's going on, man?
Thank you. Yeah, what was that?
He almost touched me.
That guy almost touched me. What a perv.
What's going to happen next?
He made me feel uncomfortable. All right, this one's actually a little bit better.
Condoms in my basket.
That clip.
No, I think TJ Hawley tried to send me. He tried to send me way more than he sent me like 6 emails, but for some reason, half of them have something in it. So
what's up with this girl's eyebrows? Why is this so low?
She's a Puerto Rican, so of course, when you're a Puerto Rican, you gotta shave those eyebrows off and paint them.
But
off
why is it sideways though? Look at how sideways it is. It's not at the right angle.
It's Vulcan.
Yeah, I mean, she wants to look like she's concentrating all the time. Very hard.
I was checking out KB's boobies. I'm sorry. What are we supposed to be looking at?
Keep your eyes up here.
For Christ's sake.
You can't fall for such obvious
Hello.
Get out of there.
Okay, we're making a video. We're number 12.
Nothing annoying about that voice. Nothing.
Okay, we're making a video. We're number 12. We're number 12.
Christ.
We're number 12. Okay. What's the number 12 about anyway? I don't get it. This is why women aren't funny. So if Mammy and KB are in the chat, we're gonna fucking rip you guys. We're gonna eviscerate you. Eviscerate. That's a good word. I like that.
Give Mammy the link.
No, there is no way we are giving the Mammy the link.
To KB's defense, she didn't say a word. It was the other one that sounds like a chicken.
Yeah. I'm immediately distrustful of any woman that wants to be around these like radio, YouTube environments. It's just there's no reason why even a man should want to be around here.
This is not like, fucking Aerosmith.
It's not like a fan base. It's like a hate base. I feel like there's a crossover. There's like the women who gain prominence in like Facebook groups. It's like those types of people there's a lot of like crossover. Like the Moms of Fairfield Facebook group or something. You know those types of groups.
Stepford Wives type. Like who's the biggest Stepford wife, the meanest mean girl, that
scariest Karen.
The mean girl that grew up and now she's a wife with kids and shit in the suburbs.
Harper Valley PTA.
Like women should know how to use Discord. They should not know how to use Discord. That's a red flag immediately.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, there might be some women. Yeah, there might be something to it.
Have you ever met a normal woman who has a Discord account?
Wow. We may know one. But she might be a little spicier than she lets on too.
The black one.
Out of all these ladies we've met in the Discord, they are pretty spicy. That's a fact.
That's a good first date question, by the way.
Broken.
I just asked the girl, "Oh, do you have a Discord?" And then she says, "Yes." You get up.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, all right.
It was really nice. Listen,
Check,
I've got
please.
a ripping headache all of a sudden.
Yeah. Women use Slack or Messenger or Instagram. Like, let's use normal platforms.
If you're on AOL Messenger, we might be good for a second date. If you're on this Discord, I'm sorry, but I'll get check.
Women on Discord are trying to groom men. Like that's the ones who really level up, is the ones who make like a stable. Like they can get in any Discord server and get like a stable of like 5 guys.
But they're just trying to do that to advance their OnlyFans careers. I mean, that is
I'm just saying about. I'm just saying there's like a power dynamic that you got to look out for.
Well, let's be honest. Any woman on Discord will have that stable within the first 45 seconds of joining.
That's right.
That's right. It doesn't even matter whether she's got a picture or a voice or anything. It's just as soon as she has a female name. Oh, Brenda.
So, what do you think of an event like Hackamania? I mean, you're kind of aware of like the WATP events and the Melton events. Is that a different situation because they actually do put on like live shows and have like an area where they rent, that they actually put in the effort to rent out, unlike Kevin, who ends up hanging out in his room with 25 dudes watching a live stream, which was kind of fucking weird, but hey, is what it is at this point. And I didn't go to it. So there you go. I am going to Hackamania though, so that's kind of, I guess, why I'm asking. Am I gay? Am I lame?
You're a good
egg. True.
I think you're like a part of this, right? Like, so it's something that you've attached yourself to. This is the world that you occupy. So I think it would be even more weird if you weren't there, because then your presence wouldn't be felt. And I think as like a display of power, you need to be there 100%.
The great and powerful Quad Father. Yeah, okay. All right. I get it. I like it. Yeah, I'm going to Hackamania, so that is why I asked if I'm a weirdo. I do think those kind of events are actually well put on comparatively, like I said, to what just happened this last weekend. So there you go. But I mean, Melton, Tookie, those guys just said they wanted to go out and play poker with each other, and that's kind of what they ended up doing, just hanging out. And I mean, Melton did one live stream, so I don't know. Call it a grift if you want to. I think he does better when he's at home just doing his regular shows. But that's something else you said earlier. So let's compare shows. So we have Kevin, who pretty much turns on his show and collects super chats and talks to the super chatters, compared to someone like Melton, who actually does a show and like breaks shit down.
Here's the other thing too. There's like this like, what are they capable of versus what are they doing question as well. And it's like Kevin has been in the industry. He like should be an industry professional where, he should have the resources to be able to put on like a big production. You should be able to call people in. He took Sarah Silverman's virginity. Like, this guy should have some contacts to put on a good show. So for him to fall below that, I think is a little bit even sadder, if that makes sense. Because it's like he should be putting on the best one by a mile. I mean, Patrick Melton's a fucking idiot. Like, this guy is supposed to be like an industry guy, right? So I don't know. Maybe there's something to that. What do you think, Quad?
They both have always put on a bunch of shows. I mean, Kevin Brennan used to do comedy. I know John DiCaprio, he definitely was bringing up that fact that
well, Kevin used to be on TV. He used to be like,
but he's a comedian too, and he's done live shows. Yeah. So, I mean, he should have the same ability as far as putting on shows. But he left it up to Chad Zumock, and I think that's where his biggest failure ended up being, was putting faith in the Mudshark. B. Smiley the third, member for 13 months. That's it. Nothing else. No message. Come on, man. You could throw at least one message on there, like. Go fuck yourselves, or who knows, whatever you wanted it to be.
Like, why is this guy trusting Chad Zumock? What a crazy thing to do. I mean, that's
that's the last person you'd put in control of anything that you're doing.
It's like how Anthony Cumia put Keith the Cop in charge of a radio network. It's like, yeah, obviously this shit is not going to work.
To be a producer, indeed. Yeah. Oh shit, I could gift. I didn't think about that. Also, I did want to remind everybody we are doing like a membership drive this month because we did get a little bit low on membership. So if you want to help us out, like I said, the links are at the top of the chat. We got the link tree. We got the membership link for our channel. Not only can you get a membership for yourself, but you can also gift memberships there. And of course, the super tip system, which Yingwei, help me, buddy. Where's that QR code, man? See, oh yeah, oh, Jesus, he's gonna take it like don't fumble it, man. Good handoff. And of course, supertip.gg/BYB if you want to get into the grifting at the BYB channel, baby. That's a fact. I was gonna say I should gift. I can gift 10 chats a month.
Okay, one thing I'm a little bit confused about. If you're done doing all the super chat stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so did Ray perform? Why did he drive all the way from Ohio?
No, he okay, actually he ended up doing that, but it had nothing to do with someone paid him $500 to get up in front of everyone and do 5 minutes.
No way. Come on, that's so insulting. Did he do? Is there a video of that?
Yes.
Just last week, though, he was saying $20 is $20. Now 500 for 5 minutes. Damn, that's pretty good for Raymond.
That's pretty good. That must be like the payday of the year. I mean, he's not getting invited back on cruise ships, so he's got to take the gigs where he can get them.
Okay, that's another Franklin Checkler. I caught the reference, man. You're not getting those past me. Yeah, I was gonna look up on Twitter because I know that someone had that set. I just can't think of who had it. I don't have it pulled up in my.
Oh, we gotta watch this, please.
In my list, but I know that somebody has it.
And I know people are messaging me. If you guys, anybody who has this clip, please send it to me too.
It should be super easy.
Wait, so did they like they made everybody like stop talking, or it was like in the middle of a show, or
no? They were all just in. I know where I can find it. They were all just hanging out in a hotel room, and Vince the lawyer was like, "Hey, I'll give you $500 if you get up in front of us and do a set right now." And he's like, "Okay, done." But I mean, that's actually pretty good pay considering he goes to New York to do.
So
like $75 sets.
I need to understand this. So he had no plans before this of performing. He just drove to Atlantic City to watch football.
No, okay. So the original point was that that this Kill Kevin live stream thing was going to happen, and then he was going to make money doing that. But it ended up not happening and falling through. So. I think this was their make do event. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So there was. Oh God! Look at this. The TV is still on.
He got a Guitar Hero in his hand? What is that?
Oh, this is priceless.
Hey everyone! Hi internet. I'm a whore. 5 minutes of stand-up comedy for $200. So yeah, we're just doing old jokes that are out there. You want to do an hour? 5 minutes. This is 5 minutes. You're cutting into my time. I only got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Come on. Trying to do my jokes. You're losing the audience.
You haven't started yet. Time doesn't start until you do jokes.
This isn't your fucking rules. At 5 minutes. Yes, I'm a single guy out there.
Yeah, that's Casey Armstrong right there. I don't know if this is true, but Stack said Chad turned down $1,000 because he knew he would bomb. Did someone actually offer Chad $1,000 to do a set?
This guy cannot call himself a professional comedian. If he's willing to do this and actually does his act, this is the most sad thing. How long has he been doing comedy? Like 20 years?
20 years.
He's been doing comedy for 20 years, and look at him. They didn't even turn the TV off. Wow. Keep going. This is...
I'm a single dude, man. If you're a single dude, you got on a date with the lady and she asked last time you had sex, just take it from me, fellas. Just say the month. We're still in the setup, Vince and Laura. Just say the month. Learn from me, fellas. Just say the month. Right. Yeah, there was no reason for me to bring 2019 into the conversation. Hey, I'm Axel Punch.
So anyway, they pretty much just laughed super loud and were obnoxious. You know what I mean? They weren't really letting them do the thing.
You know what this is? This is like the male equivalent of like a bunch of Japanese guys invite you up to the room so they could take turns peeing on you in front of everybody.
Has this happened to you?
This is the male equivalent version of this. How is he this desensitized to humiliation? What the fuck?
No, I mean, Ray does come off as a guy that possibly may have happened to also, besides just this.
Oh God, it's so hard to watch.
I'm sick of this unit. I'm curious how many. See, I don't even know who all went. Leo Gunn, did you go to? I think he went to AC too. I'm not sure. I know you. Whatever. I assume anybody that lives on the East Coast went to this event, but then they said 50 people were there. So then it's like, well, no, because hundreds of people watch these shows, so it's not possible that everybody went. I assume most of the high rollers went. That's all I can say.
Who are these high rollers like? What do they do for a living?
Fuck. I mean, whatever you can imagine. It's just, probably anywhere from CEOs to people that just make really good money doing construction, like our supervisors and shit. Union guys. I don't even know like who throws money around like that.
One of them is actual movie producer.
Allegedly, yeah, like Gustav allegedly is a movie producer.
So if you have like union contractor money, you can just make your own little Truman Show. You have to just super people.
Yeah, kind of. That is what it is. Yeah, I mean if you send in enough money, you absolutely direct what happens on the shows. Nice podcast, Stupid says, so glad I didn't go to this sausage fest. Indeed. I pointed that out. You were saying that on Twitter, and it was like, yeah, for sure, man. I don't know about. See, that's the other thing. Like CJ, it looked like a huge sausage fest, just 25 people hanging out in a room. That's why I was saying, like, I know that the event that they're doing at Hackmania, they have a huge area, rented out. So it's like we're all gonna be hanging out like in a nice place, not in somebody's room.
Kevin's room, it was probably like there was probably a lot of body heat. They had to like open a window. It's
gross.
At
least it's wintertime. I guess that helps not getting grossed out. But yeah, apparently Chad is now invited to Hackmania.
Oh shit!
Chad Zumock to come to Hackmania. Can you imagine? Yeah, so now I know that Jake Joey C, I know he said he's not going to be coming, but we'll see. I still don't believe that 100%. But Melton 2 times apparently asked Chad if he wanted to come to Hackmania, and they're working out payment. I noticed that Chad on his Twitter today was like, oh yeah, they only could get Nick Rekieta on the show, so of course it's not doing well. So they had to ask me to come save it. So of course that's the way he would frame it, like an idiot.
And by the way, just to correct the record, I have an inside source telling me at the Borgata, the ratio of guys to girl was 9 guys to 6 women. I don't know why that was important, but that's
6 to
let's
9,
just
9 to 6.
Yeah, that's the record as it stands.
Coincidentally, we have 69 viewers right now. That's
there we go.
Weird coincidences. Yeah, and then Chad was trying to say that Melton did coke all weekend, and everybody else was like, "What? I never seen him do coke or even." Yeah, so I don't know. But you know how Chad is. Chad's such a fucking weirdo. He's trying to make shit up.
It's all friggin' kayfabe. Like you just can't believe a word of it.
Yeah. It all seems like a bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, all of it does. You don't even know anymore. I was all excited about some bad news for Chad yesterday or the day before, and it comes back. It was all a stunt by that little punk.
Yep, always is. That's why you can't get sucked into it.
Nope.
I would agree.
Bullshit.
I just didn't want to do it. Indeed. Stevie Lew had a bunch of interesting stuff. He was there too. I noticed there was a lot of side stories, people making fun of him for his stuff. Apparently, yeah, like he called Melton immediately after Kevin got some tickets on his way home, and of course he's a little snitch. So he's working both sides. He wants to be buddy with everybody. That does kind of make sense.
There's a lot of freaking drama in Atlantic City. God damn, a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, everybody was saying he's the clown security because Kevin has him around for security because he's big and tall. I guess
he's good security though. Let's be honest. Steve's a big guy. I think so.
Yeah, he's big. I don't think he's like very scary as far as that goes. I mean, he's scary to me because I'm in a wheelchair. I can't do shit to him. But like, if I wasn't in a wheelchair, yeah,
I'm not good deterrent. I would have Steve. I would hire you to be my bodyguard if I wasn't poor. Just fucking bodyguard me in the park. You know how many assailants I'm fighting off every day?
Like Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
He could be your Kevin Costner. Yeah. No. Apparently, that. Have you ever heard? I know Stevie Lew, but he had Jolly Rancher type units made up that were edibles.
Jolly Ranchers.
They were like Jolly Ranchers, you know what I mean? But they had his name on them. They were Lew Chews. He called them Lew Chews, and they actually had like packaging that said Lew Chews on them. Like
awesome.
he apparently they're like professionally manufactured and made. Like,
dude, I believe it. Steve always, this guy, he hooked me up for weed during the illegal time periods in New York. So I owe a lot of weed smoking to Stevie Lew and his seizure weed. Got me through some COVID times.
What do you mean seizure weed? It's so good it gives you seizures, or opposite?
Yeah. I mean, come on, you don't know Stevie Lew seizure weed? Come on. Didn't he gave some old guy a seizure or something? I forget what the story is.
Well, he tried to kill Dalton Pruitt with acid. Yeah. I know that. Something
no.
It's
like some old guy was. I heard like some old guy was golfing and he like took an edible on the 9th hole and I had to go to some like hospital or something. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Seizure weed. That's hilarious too.
Oh, Aaron Berg's father-in-law.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I seem to remember this story. Right. Yeah. That was quite a few years back. I got you on that one.
It's all sprayed. We like it that way.
Apparently, they make your mouth blue, so you could tell if anyone was on the Lew Chews. Apparently,
Lew Chews. I don't know if I ever saw a Lew Chew. I must have though.
That's
I
some
feel like
Breaking Bad shit there now.
Stevie Lew. Okay, so Aaron Berg's father-in-law. So which makes it worse, right? Because that's not Aaron Berg's dad, but
he was probably just fucking anxious about Hamas or some bullshit. It was, and then you take the edible, you start freaking out. Oh, Hamas is gonna get me.
And the ghost of Mr. P, who is like an ex-police officer in New York City, and a wild motherfucker. Everybody was talking about him, but I've dealt with him a few times. He used to hang out in Spurgtopia. Is a kind of a wild dude. He's I don't think he's all in that great of health, but apparently he was giving everybody a bad time and freaking everybody out, and got in Stevie Lew's face. Yeah, I guess that's the one main person that absolutely freaked Stevie Lew out. Kind of ended up punking him and making him do what he wanted him to do. So I don't know how good of a security guard you are when you end up working with the enemy, the guys that wanted to fuck stuff up. So
damn.
Stevie Lew. Stevie Lew.
That's some
looking
drama.
like a bag of shit now.
Love you, Steve.
That's lies. You don't have to lie. And of course, like I said, I just gifted everybody 10 BYB podcast memberships. I figured I forgot that I could do that every month. You can throw out 10 gifted subs. So that makes us about like 38 short of being at 200. So we're trying to get 38 memberships done this month, folks. So help us out if you can. If you can't, no big deal. D7876, $5. Thank you, sir. Beer bottle and not 500. It's Vince the Lawyer Suite. Vince the Lawyer Suite.
Where Ray was doing his stand-up.
Yeah, beer bottle and not 500.
Yeah, it was only 200.
I mean, he did that for $200.
I think someone else threw him another 100 afterwards too. So I think he ended up getting 300. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, someone said 500 originally, and I forgot that it was 200. But add the 100, and he got 3. Beer bottle. So what are you trying to say, that it was only a beer bottle in Vince the Lawyer Suite?
I wanted to point out as well, we made it maybe like 45 seconds or a minute into the video. I mean, he went on for another, 4 minutes?
4.5, yeah.
Oh my God, it's like so awkward.
Yeah, I mean, what have you ever done like comedy for a very small venue in someone's house, like a birthday party or some weird shit like that?
Oh, of course, but not after doing comedy for 20 years. It's like, move on, man.
You mean for like your family, like at a birthday party or something, you jumped up there?
That wasn't his family. That's a group of people who will dox him at a moment's notice.
Yes, happily.
That's
I don't think there's
family.
anything else that could be doxed at this point.
Well, I guess that is like Ray's family, because Ray's dad beat him, right? And then he had to write
his mom and dad are dead. I think the only thing left is the sisters that he pees in their hallway at.
Pees in their hallway.
Pissing in the hallway. Ray's pissing in the hallway. Don't you remember that? April Brucker. If you watch the Franklin Checkler videos, go back and watch that one. It's genius. It's hilarious. And Ray is listening right now and probably very pissed off that I'm saying that, and that's even funnier. Indeed. Misfit, $2. Thank you, D7876. I appreciate that. Misfit, $2. Who is this guy with every wrong opinion?
I'm assuming he's talking about me. If you tell me what to think, I'll think it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. What's so wrong? Tell me how to live, Misfit. I'll do it for you.
Right, Misfit. If loving you is so wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Picture's crazy. Look at that.
Yeah. It looks like Michelle Obama fat or something.
It's like a huge, overweight, like was it the Color Purple style lady, like getting like arrested or something? She looks like she's in major distress.
Well, I don't know if that's the Color Purple, but it's definitely the
black one.
The black one. I had that story about the lady that got into the Uber and is now suing Uber because they didn't but she went on the Breakfast Club and she sat in the seat and they had to bring her over a couch to sit in, and then they were like talking about see, we accommodate people, and she's like, yeah, everybody should be accommodated like this, just like Uber, right? They should bring you over a bigger vehicle if they can't get you into the car you ordered. I had that pulled up, and then I was like, fuck, I better not play it because it was from the Breakfast Club, and I'm sure it'll get struck. But she looks about like that picture. The lady, she's like a 500-pounder, you know what I mean? It's like, can you blame someone to be like, no, you can't get in my car, you're gonna break it. You're gonna break a strut or a tire. Tires ain't cheap, man. What's up with that? I guess you do have every wrong opinion.
Well, I want to know which my worst ones in from worst to best, if you could list them.
Worst to best, yes.
So I can understand.
Do it in Super Chat. $2 Super Chats, 1 through 5, at least. Best to worst. All of them. All the best and the worst.
Every take I've given.
Coach Sauce, are you a Louisiana guy? Because I just realized that you got that the fleur de lis. I think that's right. that symbol thing from the French Quarter even. That's a Louisiana State University emblem too. So are you in Louisiana? Did you watch the Super Bowl, etc., sir? Coach Sauce. All right, let's get into some topics here. I mean, not that we already haven't been, but yeah. The big outrage today is did Chad Zumock injure Tookie? Is there going to be an upcoming civil case because of the said injury? Our buddy Tookie, we stand with Tookie. Well, you guys can stand with him. I support him though. I can't stand with him, but indeed.
In heart, you do. In spirit, you do.
In my spirit, indeed. So there's our buddy. Anyway, whatever. I'm just being dumb right now. But yeah, there's our buddy El Horrible with an apparent arm injury. So there's the actual injury to our buddy El Horrible. Hopefully he recovers quickly. But yeah, Chad Zumock ripping his arm around as we watched yesterday. Honk. Do you recall?
I didn't see that.
Okay, well, we'll watch it here in a second.
I feel like that's a fake arm. That's a fake injury because he's trying to pull attention to it with the most orange color he could find. I mean, it looks like a sham.
A sham mockery. A sham and a mockery. A sham mockery.
He looks like he's trying to get some sympathy. Just saying.
Is that a lanyard? I don't think so.
No?
Nah. No, that's a real injury. That's not a lanyard. He's not playing it up. That's real. It's a real thing. But yeah, let's watch. So anybody that watches Tookie enough to knows that he was already having issues with Tookie kind of falling apart. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah.
the stuff's falling out of it, and it's kind of I mean, they only last so long probably as it is. So yeah, like all of a sudden, Chad come in the room. And he has problems with Tookie. They've been talking shit to each other. And this is how it played out. So here's your first taste of AC. This is actually from the live stream, CJ. So this is Kevin Brennan sitting in front of drapes in AC. And
with $100 super chat too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. No, he got a $500. He got a $500 one from Borgo. I think that's the limit. That's the most you can get is 500. A day.
Jesus.
A day. So he maxed out in one super chat. I've seen Melton get $1,000 super tips before.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry. That's just showing off.
And I mean, if you got it, throw it around. You can't take it with you when you're dead.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying if you're a CEO and you own a fucking Fortune 500 company and you got money to throw around, then fucking do it, I guess.
It'd be nice if Kevin put some of this into like the production value of the show.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Why you got to say that? Wow. What a prick. This guy's an asshole. Why don't you kick him out of here, Quad? Like that.
I mean, I do like how like when he's yelling loud enough, the microphone, the compressor kicks in. That's kind of funny,
but he got this new one, so it doesn't do that anymore. So he got rid of the bit by removing that microphone.
Oh man, poor mistake.
Oh shit, that sucks. But yeah, I don't know. Here's Chad with his Chad fucking attitude. Let's see what the Mudshark does.
I provide content.
Fuck you, Ray.
Oh, look how it is. The show.
Ooh. Whoa. That was some aggressive shit there. That was real.
Is it a Blink 182 shirt and a leather jacket? What was that outfit he's got on?
Are you talking about?
I forgot how tiny he is too.
Yes, thank you for saying that. That
he's
means
a tiny guy.
That you would call him a tiny guy. Yes, thank you. Keep saying that. More and more of that.
I mean, he does look like a little munchkin. He's like a Hot Topic munchkin. Got a haircut.
Yeah,
he's got
he is beating the shit out of that puppet though.
Yeah, you guys know the movie Elf. You know when yeah. Call me Elf one more time. Like, like Peter Dinklage. Like, come yeah. He's like beating up Tookie.
Looks like Biff too from back.
There's some real life angst there. God damn it.
Oh, sorry, I just got a message. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he seems pissed off. Whatever. What you were saying? His let's see his outfit. Let's watch that again.
A lot of zippers.
Oh, he's wearing one of his own shirts. It says Z-Man, Kent, Ohio. God, man. Who wears their own?
Right.
Talk about sniffing your own ball sack. Jesus. Son of a bitch. But anyway, like I said, Tookie's a fragile little puppet, man. I don't like he's already had problems with that thing falling apart. So I do maybe think that there is a civil lawsuit upcoming. I know all these other guys think that that's a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Doesn't seem like a joke. Seems like an angry man.
So hopefully he gets drug into fucking court here very soon. Oh my God. No, Deadpool. No. Why'd you do it this way? You got me, you son of a bitch.
He's Ohio by way of Florida, right? That's kind of like his thing.
Yeah, he was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, just like Ray DeVito, but indeed is a transplant. Actually, you combine that up today. He brought it up today. He said the reason he moved to Florida because he was sick of cold weather, and I agree with that statement 100%.
That combination of states as being a person might be the worst combination. Ohio and Florida. Like, where are you going to get a worse mixture?
Yeah, I mean, he's the best of both worlds. All right, God damn it. You're making me do this. All right. Deadpool is gifting the hell out of a bunch of podcast memberships. So I got to run through these real quick and then we'll get back to the meat of the moment.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you very much, Deadpool, the owner operator of BYB Podcast, the one and only Backyard Boss member, the one membership that he has that only he has, as you see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Those are our Ring of Honor members, but you'll see that there's only one Backyard Boss, and that is indeed Deadpool. So thank you very much, Deadpool. You are awesome, brother. But yes, Deadpool coming in with one BYB Podcast membership. Pew, 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 pew. Oops. Why isn't that playing? And Miss Producer, if you're around, maybe you could help me out with pulling them up one by one.
Scary AI. Everybody in your chat has scary AI art profile pictures. God damn.
Okay, you did. There we go. And Deadpool coming in with one BYB Podcast membership gifted. Pew, 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 pew. Just keep pulling them up. There we go. That's how we're doing it. Deadpool coming in, gifting one BYB Podcast membership. Pew, 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 pew.
Horrifying picture.
Yeah, he's kind of
scarier every time I look at it too.
He's the jester, the scary little jester.
That's what I saw them when I did DMT. I saw the dark jesters.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
That sounds actually really freaky. Yeah, I did whatever. I did that DMT stuff. I just had a lot of fun with it. I've never actually seen the entity yet.
Yep, dark You know how I know it's real? It's because I saw it years ago, and then some random person described it to me. And I looked at a picture, and it was like exactly what it was. Everybody said it was. The purple
alien thing.
And it was like from 10 years ago. So I was like, oh, this is fucking freaky.
Yeah, that sounds freaky. Deadpool gifting one BYB Podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. Deadpool again gifting one BYB Podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. Deadpool coming in again, gifting one BYB Podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep.
It's one of the machine elves. This isn't a dark jester. It's a machine elf. I knew it.
A machine elf. Okay.
That's the most common ones is the machine elves.
That's interesting. Deadpool coming in, gifting one BYB Podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. Deadpool coming in, gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. Deadpool coming in, gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. Deadpool coming in, gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. And D7876, CJ, you're good.
Woo!
You're good. Oh, that's a nice message. That's a message of love. So you are good. You're good, man. It's all good.
I knew it all along.
Good.
I knew it all along.
I'll leave one of these up, I guess. All right. Well, oh, I didn't see this one. All right. Brand new, brand spanking new. Thank you very much, Deadpool. I can't say how much that means to us. We do appreciate the hell out of that, sir. You're the man, Deadpool. Deadpool coming in, gifting 10 BYB podcast memberships. Pew, 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 pew. Hell yes, we got to give him the double bump. That is amazing. Oh, who else has got it? So, you guys are playing around with your soundboards now, huh?
You think any of these super chatters are like laundering money to like human traffic or do any fucked up shit?
Well, wouldn't that mean I'm part of it?
Yeah, it would.
Wait a minute. That can't stand.
I mean, you're the one that brought yourself into that question first.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I didn't even say anything about you.
Why did I do this to myself? Okay, here we go again. Leo Gunn, who actually has been giving us a bunch of gifted also lately. I guess he's in a war with Deadpool now for gifting. This is good.
That
Leo
is
gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep.
This person's going to war. That's like an insignia. That's like a proper like Belgian naval
Scottish.
bullshit. Oh, Scottish. Okay.
No, it looks like he might be. I can't really read what it is, but it might be.
Leo, tell us about your insignia. We want to know all about it.
It looks like the royal and ancient. What do they call that? Royal and ancient. The golf course over there in Scotland, the most famous one, the original one. I forget the name of it right now for some reason. I'm gone full retarded. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Plus, it is a Scottish kilt color. Kilt.
It's the golf
Shane
course where Aaron
Augustine.
Berg's stepfather had that heart attack.
Highly doubtful. Highly doubtful. Leo Gunn gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. Leo Gunn gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. All right.
Oh, it's a
he's bringing
Scottish
him up
clan
for me now.
tartan.
Yeah,
Very cool.
tartan. There you go. That's right.
Is that how you say it? Tartan?
Tartan.
That's like
I just said kilt.
you see the fucking the Jewish shit where
The
they like
clan.
wrap you up. They put the prayer on your head. I always call that tefillin,
Yes.
but it's a tefillin apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can't be perfect all the time, can we?
Mm-mm.
Wait a minute. Back that one up. I think I missed one here. Right there. All right, go from there down. Leo Gunn gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. All right, he's got it. Is that in order? That seems wrong. Rochi gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep.
It's like an Asian samurai bug with a UK belly. That one I don't know. That's got to be some hidden fucking like that's one of those images where if you put in a certain autopsy tool, it's actually like codes to some weird shit.
Nah, man, that's just Rochi. That's our boy. That's just one of those AI drawings. As you can see, his stomach is a English flag, and Rochi is an English man.
Interesting.
He's
a
Okay.
bloke.
He's a bloke. Got it.
It's just a bloke, mate. Thank you very much, Rochi. I appreciate that. And of course, all you guys driving me. I see what you're doing here. You're chipping me, but it's fun. This is the best kind of chipping you can do. Leo Gunn gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, updates from Yingwei, by the way. I don't know if you're seeing this.
Yeah,
He's having major problems.
Yeah, my computer just decided to go fuck itself in the middle of everything. The power shut off, and I had to rebuild some stuff. So,
but hey, what do you know? All we've been doing is sitting here, being appreciative towards all the guys giving us gifted memberships. So, this has been about the entire time you've been gone. This has been happening, by the way.
Maybe I should just fuck up more often then.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you leave and people start gifting. Well, how does that work?
Yeah.
They're like, "Yay, this guy's gone. Let's give memberships." Nice podcast, stupid gifting. What BYB podcast membership? Beep, 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 beep. Leo Gone gifting what BYB podcast membership? Beep, beep, beep,
Just won't
beep.
stop.
D7876 gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep.
Hey, Quad, does this punk big glasses wearing soy boy want to fight me? ACDC.
Damn. That's brutal. Oh, yeah. AC/DC's a wild motherfucker. I think he likes to get down and dirty. So I'd watch out for that guy, man. I know he's out in your area, so watch it.
Damn. I'll watch my back.
Rochi gifting what BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep.
Hey.
G-Rob gifting what BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. Was that it? All right. I can go look now. Thank you everybody for being so giving. That's very nice of all of you. We do appreciate the hell out of it. That means a lot to us that you guys care enough. 1 month. Dominic gifted 100 BYB podcast memberships. All right. How about I give you a DJ? Yeah, it is not true. I'll do this for you just to be cool. Just because I'm a cool guy. All right, but here's a real one. D7876 coming in with 1 gifted BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep.
Jeez.
All right, I'm not going to have a voice here pretty soon, guys.
It's crazy, for God's sake.
What are you going to do with all this money?
Buy a horse, a pony. I don't know.
Ferrari.
Smoke weed every day.
They're going to help me get down to, I'm going to Hackmania, so I guess everybody's just kind of helping pay for the trip at this point.
There you go.
Yingwei
what's going on here?
You guys got to stop doing this. Yingwei Mountain Stream coming in with 1 BYB gifted membership. Beep, 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 beep. All right. Can we get back to the show now? Can we do a show now?
Been waiting. Let's do it.
That was just we had to have a little side meeting there with our gifted memberships. Thank you for the aside, everybody. We appreciate the hell out of that. Like I said, it means a lot to us. I'm gonna cry. It means so much to me.
That was what this was all about. Before the show, we said, what will it take to make Quad cry tonight? This was it.
Yes.
Well, you said we ought to slam his balls in a book or something, but
first they said legs. We all voted and said, well, that's just stupid. And then we said balls, and we're like, well, I don't know if that'll work either. We didn't have time. So
more footage.
We could take him in his wheelchair and put it in the middle of a big gravel parking lot somewhere. That would be entertaining.
Yeah.
No?
Isn't it interesting, by the way, Chad is exactly woman height. Like he's exactly the height you'd expect.
But I'm not kissing him, so forget it.
Well, I prefer to say he's exactly bitch height. But okay, how you said it works too.
Mm-hmm.
CJ's so serious. He's like,
well, I'm looking at this one woman. She looks like what was that Robin Williams movie where he dresses like the nanny?
Mrs. Doubt.
Yeah, this is like Mrs. Doubtfire looking people.
Oh,
I just got distracted by how ugly all these people are. Sorry.
I mean, they're true fans of the Hackverse. Indeed, you got to be ugly a little bit. Leo Gunn gifting what BYB Podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep.
I do love the beautiful like mid-century modern art pieces they have in the background though. Those like glass, like Frank Lloyd Wright looking things.
They're made by
Really good.
Picasso. It was close.
They have that exact same shit like behind the beds too. Because I saw
Nice.
Kevin. No, it was Chad Zumock's behind his head on the bed. There's like the same crap, but they're lights.
Because Borgata is like kind of a nice property, right? They like it's a pretty good facility. I would imagine it's the Borgata. I mean, come on. Even if it is Atlantic City.
I don't know AC, and I've never been to a Borgata. I guess they have a Borgata in Vegas too.
Yeah, I think those are like the premium properties.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Borgata and Oceans.
I know they're
two really nice places.
Encore is another one.
That I think most of them are MGM now. Almost all of them.
Circus is a fine place.
Circus. Isn't that like in the fucking old
It's in Reno. It's the cheapest, shittiest place on earth, but it's great for kids. If you want to take your kids to Reno, that's a great place for them. Rochi,
can we watch this?
I'm sorry, man. Rochi gifting what BYB Podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep.
We do tend to tease a lot of video clips. We sit on the cover of a video clip for hours sometimes. People
like this guy's
like, for the love of Christ, will you just play the fucking clip?
I'm sorry. Well, it's not my fault. Okay, we'll get back to
quarter after 2 in the morning, and we're still just like, well, how about Steel Toe? You guys want to watch Steel Toe and not watch that clip?
I'm sorry,
but it's fun. We have good conversations. They're very.
By the way, this I just got to say, this guy Stacks. He's like, Chad and Ray are better than CJ, and it's like, at what? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
driving a car from New Jersey to Ohio for $200. Yeah, Ray is much better at that than me. I agree.
Carrying a pink bag.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be kind of like a Cleveland slow, right? To do
how are we judging that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
All right, so here we got, as you can see, the shoes he's wearing. This is Chad Zumock, as you can see right here. What do you think about the shoes? What do we think about those?
Doesn't match the outfit.
Yeah.
Well, besides that,
he obviously broke into a clown college on his way into Atlantic City.
He said they're Air Force Ones. I seen him holding them up on his stream recently.
See, like what? Orange is always a bad color unless you're going hunting too.
Orange is the new black.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
You don't want to get shot by somebody with really bad posture, like the ex-vice president of the United States.
Old Chadley. But as you can see right behind him, there's a tape measure and Tookie right there. All right, let's play this. And he has no idea.
Wait, who was Anthony Cumia's old
Dave Landau?
Dave Landau. That's who they did this to. Oh man, so funny.
Exactly.
Hey, is that Bill from Jersey directly behind Chad?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. I know he was there. There's no doubt about that for sure. So
his face kind of looks like Vince McMahon from this angle a little bit, like the nose. I'm getting Vince McMahon.
A little bit.
Rocco's throwing
a fat Vince McMahon, maybe.
Yep.
Rocco's throwing some Baba Booey vibes on this trip. That's the second time I kind of got that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Once earlier in the when Ray was doing the stand-up, and then now it just kind of got a Gary Delabate thing.
This guy measuring him looks like he owns like a Rocco's Modern Life shirt. Bet he has that in his closet somewhere.
His name's Rocco.
He is Rocco.
Is it? Oh shit!
Yeah,
I gotta have Rocco. One.
Yeah, he is Rocco. That's funny like you say that.
It's the perfect name.
Rocco's Modern Life is a great show too, so he should have one.
He doesn't even notice.
I think there's a lot in life Chad doesn't notice.
I had a tape measure from.
And here's also that's that lady you were talking about. You remember what you were saying earlier, CJ?
pencil thin eyebrows.
Yeah.
Bill, look at Bill from Jersey. He ain't happy at all. He's coming up there to protect his boy Chad. Watch.
You know what her fucking eyebrows? They look like a window that would pop up if you like unplug a USB. You know what I mean? Like you must plug your USB back in. Like that's how
angry.
fucking...
That angry face.
Yeah. Just I don't
was
know.
a model for that.
I know Honk's super into her, so I'm not going to disparage her too much.
Oh, is that Ray in the background?
Yeah, that's Ray right there.
Looking like an old, tired Mike Racine, by the way.
Don't tell my mom I'm drinking beer.
I guess we don't have to hear this. There's no.
Oh, so he probably drove back to Ohio too.
I mean, allegedly that Ray DeVito consistently and constantly is driving drunk. So that's just a rumor I heard once. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, today someone did point out that those Air Force Ones go great with Nike high tops. These lifts, 2-inch lifts, that allegedly that is why Chad never like ties his shoes up, because he has lifts in there, so it keeps his feet up high in there. So he may have been cheating. That is very suspicious that people are pointing that out now.
No, he definitely puts shit in his shoes to be taller. How is that not true? I mean, obviously it's true. I
would say so. As you can see here, we got some more stuff. Fighting Irish come to kill Kevin. Of course, this is the we'll watch a bunch of this stream. Should we go back to counting now? Oh my god, they're piling up again. Holy shit, we got to go through these real quick. Wow. All right, we've fallen way behind, and that's a long fucking list. Thank you guys very much. We'll get back to that. Let's play some of this, and before we do that,
I'm gonna let you in.
They're gonna shut us down.
Kevin, when do you eat?
Kevin, next time Ray comes in to talk. Mudshark Unite. Kevin, next time.
And shout out to Natclo 2.0 who made this actual clip. But yeah, absolutely. The entire fighting incident with Teamster Tim and Stevie Lew getting in the middle of it. And apparently there was some other dude in the room that was trying to start a bunch of shit, who was high on cocaine, allegedly, because a lot of people were on cocaine, apparently. I'm sure Stevie Lew may have been involved in that. CJ, you've said that, right? He's a drug dealer from the old days.
Nope. He sold me weed
dealer.
Yep.
Right.
That's what I said.
So
I bought weed from
drug,
Stevie
right?
Lew. I don't know what gateway anybody's going through. I don't know about none of that. This guy gave me seizure weed. The weed that gives you seizures is what I got from him.
So good, it gives you seizures. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean,
that's some good weed.
These guys are just like getting on fucking coke in a really just this is really crazy. I mean, the fact that Kevin is letting this happen near him, like, does he feel like a rock star? Why is he putting up with this?
Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, he should have been at the Tennessee Beer Hall doing his actual event, but instead of doing that, he did this, whatever the hell this is, hanging out in a room with a bunch of dudes. I don't know. Seems kind of awkward, but
look at this, like, minion.
Maybe he likes.
He's like, Chad's got like a minion body language too. Like he's like Kevin's flying monkey.
Kind of is. I mean, yeah. Ray, Chad, and Stevie Lew kind of all are that. Exactly that.
Ray comes in to talk. Yank that 10. Ray, come here.
No. Yeah, Ray. No. Dance, bitch.
Still 750 strong.
$200. Dance, bitch.
Yeah, look at this now. Yep. Was the 200 worth it, idiot?
I still have.
You got cocaine, everybody.
The craziest thing to me is that Kevin really had Stevie Lew come up to his room to walk.
Oh, okay. This is Jesus Christ. I didn't even realize that this clip came from Melton Stream, not even fucking Misery Loves Company.
Like,
God
who's
damn it.
talking right now?
Yeah, Melton out of nowhere just starts talking. That freaked me out. It's like I never listened to this clip. I just saw the action because it is interesting.
Him downstairs, and he dressed in like a hoodie disguise with the hood up, and like he.
Tim, say hello, Tim. Say hello.
Anthony Torito wants to know what's Chad's height.
Do 5 minutes.
Yeah, we still haven't got an answer on the actual height yet. That's the other thing. We need to hear the actual height from the measurement, man. I'm still waiting on that. We were waiting for confirmation.
I would bet 5, 6.5 if I had to bet.
That sounds reasonable. I know that Granny said that he's 5'9" and that somehow Chad was close to that, he said, but I don't know. Granny looks smaller than Chad. And then Chad looks
we got a little reference in that last photo. It was like kind of a side profile, and you saw a couple different heights. So I don't know. I'm going to go with 5, 6.5.
I like it.
On the show.
I think we should
On
wait.
the show.
Only because I've got an issue. Well, we're both still on. I got to talk to y'all.
I'm just trying to figure out whether Melton was, or not Melton,
We're both
whether
retarded.
KB was headed in or out of a concentration camp this weekend.
Who the fuck is this?
Oh yeah. I get the vibes. I see what you're saying. But okay, see, you can see right there that the laptop was just adjusted, and that's what Kevin was saying today, that he was all freaked out because he thought Teamster Tim was going to fuck up his laptop. So I guess that's possibly true, but he also just looks. It looks like another Jimmy Martina example. You remember when he got attacked by Jimmy Martinez? Obviously, he's been attacked a bunch of times, Kevin. So
this guy is Teamster Tim. I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, Teamster Tim.
Okay.
Yep.
Why would Teamster Tim
mad at him?
I don't think either. I think Kevin reacts a little bit, and he's like, "All right, calm down."
That's wrong. You don't really need to do any math.
7 years I've been fucking donating to you.
Hold on, I'll mute the mic. Hold on.
I never thank you.
Well, I mean, you have, but not like this.
Teamster Mike.
Yeah, but they come in hot. I gotta be nice for.
Coming hot, they give you money.
I know, but they come in hot. I don't know how long they're gonna be around for. I'm a whore.
So Teamster Tim, he came in super hot because he's been a fan of Kevin Brennan for 7 years. He thinks he's an old OG fan. And then whatever. Kevin only gives love to the brand new guys that are throwing hundos at him constantly. You know what I mean? Exactly. So I think that's what Teamster Tim took offense to, and that's what he's complaining about. So that's
this
what
this is a dangerous tightrope that Kevin is walking on by collecting money from these insane people. He's gonna get fucking Mark David Chapman. Like, this is very scary stuff.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, look at this. What else is this?
And that could have gone south in a hurry. I mean, he's got the guys right where he could.
This is like the body cam footage that I watched. This is scary.
I'm a prostitute. Oh, my mommy. My mommy. I am mommy. Purpose still comes in hot. I don't know how long. No,
Didn't Teamster Tim have a beard or a goatee when we saw him last week?
I'm a fan of prostitutes.
Oh, jeez, he looked different to me. I wouldn't have recognized him.
Play my set.
You want to do your set?
He sent you a video.
All right. You sent my Gmail?
Hey, let me tell you, touch me like that, I got a
Decided we need to remeasure. Tomorrow there has to be a remeasure.
We have to remeasure.
Okay, because I don't want to announce a wrong thing.
Yeah, we want to confirm.
And the reason and measure the foot.
Was breaking out. I thought you're former law enforcement. Calm down.
And then we'll do the hunch measurement. We'll figure it out. We'll measure the distance between the areolas on my back tits.
I know your lifetime is way better.
But how? Think about it.
All right. Anyway, I don't want to spend a bunch of time on that clip.
Who does Chad think he is being the bodyguard? I mean, we're debating if he's
not
5'6" and 5'8".
Stevie Lew's definitely the bodyguard in this situation.
Okay, Stevie, where are you? The heat is breaking out, and you're not I
he
thought you were
did.
supposed
He
to be
did get in there.
protecting him, you know? Oh, does he? Okay, good.
Yeah, he did get in there. And Teamster Tim, apparently, so that's what they were saying on the show today. Teamster Tim, after was warned not to put like hands on Kevin anymore, apparently did end up like getting up and taking a swing at Stevie Lew. That's what they were saying.
Holy shit.
I don't know if I believe that because Teamster Tim didn't look like he was going to take a swing at him, but he definitely was all fired up.
Well, it looks like he like escalated and then de-escalated and then maybe got mad again at the end.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay, so he's like riding some type of roller coaster.
I think they all were, man. No, Teamster Tim's a cool guy. He was just fucking around, but Stevie Lew got in his face. I think he took offense to that.
Isn't it interesting, by the way, the only thing stopping these people from fighting each other was Ray DeVito performing. Like that kind of like got everybody on the same page.
Well, that was in a different room, different time. But I mean, they were there for the whole weekend, so lots of shit happened. But mainly, this thing was just a fucking huge sausage fest. Everyone seemed like they all said that they had a blast. I don't know how much of a blast it is hanging out in a room in a sausage fest like that, but man, to each their own, right?
I guess it's
all right. We got a bunch more of these built back up. So yeah, once again, thank you very much. And we do appreciate this. Leo Gunn gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. I know I've become what you say you hate, CJ. People just getting super chats and whatnot on a podcast. That's what this has turned into. But this is kind of rare that they do it this way to me, you sons of bitches.
I'm glad I willed that into existence.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Leo Gunn gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Pew, 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 pew. Next. Miss Producer, if you don't mind. Deadpool coming in with 1 gifted BYB podcast membership. Pew, 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 pew. Deadpool coming in with 1 BYB podcast gifted membership. Pew, 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 pew. Leo Gunn gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Pew, 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 pew. Deadpool gifting 1 BYB podcast membership. Pew, 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 pew. Deadpool coming in with 1 gifted BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. What happened there?
I don't know. But that was
Leo Gunn coming in with 1 BYB gifted podcast member. Jesus Christ. Let's try that again. Leo Gunn coming in with 1 gifted BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep.
Well, baby.
Deadpool coming in with 1 gifted BYB podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. That was it.
It's good.
Not dead. That's just wrong. Dead.
No, it's awesome. No, we appreciate that. A lot of that. It's all good. Thank you very much.
You'll eventually get a way to do it in bulk. You could just do one good one. You know, the system will get worked out, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I have that. So the way I had it set up is I do that for the singles. I'll just do it myself. But I have this for when they come in bulk. But apparently they wanted me to do that over and over and over tonight. So
you should set it up where like when people come on like me, they can like zap. Like you get that and it's like a zap. You start zapping people.
Yeah.
Get it set up to your legs. It'll have you walking by the end.
That is a New Year's resolution for this year. I remind
you. Yeah, we're going to walk this year. I believe
it.
And of course, old Chadley did a show this morning live from a bed in Jim Florentine's house. He went to Jim Florentine's house for the Super Bowl yesterday and spent the night, apparently. It sounds kind of like one of those situations like a P. Diddy party, you know, like a freak off like that kind of thing. I think Swartzens was there. Mike Morse was there. I know they had some comedians there. So
Nick Swartzen, oh my God, that guy almost died of like an alcohol overdose in Colorado. I don't know how he's still. I don't know how he's still going.
We covered that. We covered that when that happened. Absolutely.
I think he's like back to drinking and stuff now too, which is nuts.
Correct. He is.
You're right this time.
Jeez.
Yeah, just you got to do the right amount, right?
So that's a good that I'm curious about if Chad knows like what's the state of Nick Swartzen right now. That's what I would ask him.
Yeah, he would know. I would assume, considering that he is his bottom to the Nick Swartzen's top, as you will.
It's pretty fucked up. I think we have the same glasses, by the way.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
Let's see those. All right. Yeah, pretty much.
It's like it's
similar enough. Going outside again soon, will you?
I think he's got Ray-Bans, man. I think that's what his are.
Yeah, it could be.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on?
Of course, he took this episode down immediately. It was only like 15-minute episode. But yeah, just waking up in bed and doing a live stream. That's Chad Zumock putting in the maximum amount of effort. Here you go.
On everybody. I'm doing a quick little live before I take off for the airport. There won't be a show today. No show today, so hopefully I'll be back to the routine tomorrow. We'll see. I'm still at Jim's house. I had a great time at his Super Bowl party last night. Tons of food. A lot of good people was here. Don Jameson was here. Mike Morse. Joey Diaz.
Oh, God.
Joey Diaz, did that send you over the edge?
Decrepit, dying fucking comedians who like literally have so many health conditions. Like that's the party that he went to. That's so fucked. Like all the comedians I would bet are going to die in the next couple years. That's who's at the Super Bowl party.
Early bird special at the nursing home.
So I don't know if you guys noticed. I mean, I don't know if he woke up and then like went and laid back down, but before you go live in bed, you put your hat on. You know what I mean? Like, what's the deal with the hat? Did he sleep in his hat? Like, yeah, that doesn't.
Only when he's visiting people. In case they walk into his room at night, he needs to always be wearing the cap.
Teamster Tim, who famously used to be buddies with Joey Diaz when they were very young guys, and Teamster Tim told me the story about they you've heard the Joey Diaz story where he stole a bunch of jewelry, etc., and ripped off his buddies that he was working with to do the caper, and they all came looking for him. Teamster Tim was one of those said buddies. So it is kind of funny that they were friends back in the day.
Wow. The criminal days.
Criminal days. Joanne Spurktopia says 5'6". There you go. He agrees with you.
Yep. I will say though, like a little bit more. Like, that's why I'm giving him that half. I give him 5'6.5". Yeah.
Not because of the lifts, but because you think he actually is 5'6.5".
Well, also there's a lot of respected men that are at 5'7". There's like Napoleon, Putin is another one. So that's like there's a lot of people that command respect to that height. Nobody commands
Chad Zumock does not demand respect.
No, 5'6.5" it's the cutoff.
Too much, maybe.
It was a lot of fun. But I'm flying back today in about 2 hours. I got a long delay in North Carolina. Anybody in North Carolina? Anybody in North Carolina?
It's right there.
So I'll be there for like 2.5 hours on a delay.
Where did he fly
about 8:50
Newark
in Tampa. So yay. Louis C.K. is at Side Splitter, so I'm going to try to catch the end of it while I'm home. But I'll be hopefully back. I'll be back in the routine by tomorrow. We'll see how it plays out. But it was a fun weekend.
He made friends. That's all he really wants, is just to hang out with people and make friends. He always, I think he was always kind of feeling like he's an outsider looking in from the outside.
What's up with him? Like he's trying to do a fan meetup over his 2-hour layover, or is he trying to get money from them? Like, why is he trying to meet up with people in a 2-hour layover?
Why?
Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it? Like, hey, meet me at the, like, if you were hanging out at an airport by yourself in fucking North Carolina, you'd be like, I'll probably take like a half-ass of a nap or go get food, or like you'll be
Think
doing
about how he's thinking. He's like, oh, I'm going to be in North Carolina for 2 hours. Come meet me.
Please hang out with me. That's what I mean about wanting to be friends with everybody. Like, going into the AC event, I think a lot of people don't really like Chad that were there, but ended up being buddy with him. And Chad Zumock absolutely threatened, I'm going to beat up Rob Saul. I'm going to beat up Stuttering John. I'm going to beat up Stevie Lew. Like, he's always threatening he's going to be beating up all these people. And immediately when he showed up, he was like kissing everybody's ass and being buddy. So in reality, he is 100% a fake motherfucker. Kevin Brennan does seem to be kind of a real motherfucker, quite the opposite. He was threatening people, throwing shit around, throwing temper tantrums. So the guy you see in real life is the same guy you see on MLC all the time. So talk about, two opposing forces, or I would even say opposing forces, just diametrically opposite characters is
meanwhile
ass Chad and a real motherfucker Kevin Brennan. I would
meanwhile, if you're flying out of Newark, you have to try to get a flight with a layover. I mean, to go to Tampa. They fly into Tampa probably 6 times a day direct.
New York to Florida, it's like the most common flight that you're going to find. There's like a million of them.
Exactly. You could virtually fly to the moon from fucking Newark nonstop. It's that airport is crazy. I'll drive 2 hours out of my way to go to Newark so I can fly nonstop to a place. Look at that cool shirt.
Puddle of AIDS, $2. Chadley, let's play tummy sticks in that cool bed. I know. That's not me. I'm not the Puddle of AIDS guy. I promise. I'm not saying those
Kevin,
words.
He's diabolical enough, though, where he can see how bad of a guy Chad is, and he wants to make himself look better by contrast. So that's why he's keeping him around. It's just a way to make himself look good.
Thank you, Puddle of AIDS, by the way. We do appreciate that. AC/DC, okay, but I still want to fight Soy Boy there on the bottom. That's you. He still wants a piece of you. I like it. He's coming for you. He's a weightlifter guy too. He's huge. I've seen him.
AC/DC.
He's
what
a
do you want to fight?
Guy.
Go lift some more weights.
He's a former Secret Service, Fed, all kinds of shit. He's a bad.
He may have fine hair, but he's got some fucking thighs that'll crush it.
That's right, Thigh Master. That's what they call him.
He is the
master. He's Suzanne Summers' son or something, I think.
No.
Okay. And then we get a little bit of insight from MLC today, so we did get a clip out of that. Let's hear it.
Would you like to be my friend?
Shout outs to Doom.
We can have beers together.
We love Doom.
Can I give you a compliment?
Not if it's about my looks. Permaseal. Tim had 5 pensions before he met KB. That's a fact, Jack.
No, but you're a fun drunk. You're fun when you're drunk.
I am?
Yeah, that's like I should
be drunk the whole time?
Yeah, you should drink all the time.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're fun to be around.
Your superpower.
Even when I'm driving.
Yeah, even so. Was Melton saying you got arrested, like driving home? That was all a lie.
No, not driving home. How did Melton know?
He tweeted it, and someone screenshotted it.
How did Melton know? I don't even know. I didn't tell that many people.
I'll tell you what he.
Okay,
I'll tell you what he tweeted. Who sent me this? Oh, here it is.
So yeah, like I was saying with Stevie Lew earlier, that's how that all came out. I guess we don't really need to watch too much of that.
He goes, you're going 78 and a 55. I go, that's terrible.
And then he goes, I go, come on, I said, obviously I'm in a hurry. Can you just write the ticket? So, and that's a joke from Warren Hutchison's act when
They can't catch us all.
No, the cop pulls him over, and then he's sitting in the car for 25 minutes. He finally went up to the cop. He's like, "Hey, can we hurry up? I was in a hurry." I'm paraphrasing. Anyway, I said it to the cop, and he probably thought I was insane. Then I said, then he gave me the tickets. I recorded the end, so I'll probably put it on my Patreon. I got to talk to Adam. I'll put it on Twitter, but I recorded the end when he gave me the tickets, and I said, anytime, any place, let's meet up when you don't have your guns. Tough guy.
Wow.
And then I called him I didn't even know. I put it. I have my phone in the holder near me, so I wasn't like holding it up. I just recorded it. There's no.
Well, I mean, he didn't learn from like all those videos we watch where the people are videotaping the officers. I always love those videos because those people are the worst of all time. Yeah, it's like, dude, they
like
have
the sovereign citizens.
Yes, I don't need a driver's license.
Or the people that they walk up to their car. You know, a lot of the black pullovers, the blacks, they'll get up to the car and this ain't my car. This is my cousin's car. I don't have my driver's license with me.
We're like 4 people get arrested for stealing like $3,000 worth of stuff from Dick's Sporting Goods. Exactly. I came on the bus. I came. Yeah.
Their stories are always forever. They never end. And then they start calling. Hold on. I got my insurance right here on my phone. And then they sit there and fuck around with their phone for 20 minutes. It's like, all right.
Kevin's like a junkyard dog.
Yeah, he's rough and gruff. But absolutely, Stevie Lew is the reason. I guess Stevie Lew knew about it and called Melton immediately, like a little snitch. I'm sure Kevin appreciates that a whole lot, right? I was saying that earlier. Stevie Lew absolutely is the person that let Melton know that Kevin got tickets on the way home. Oh, wow, what a snitch.
I think he was freaking out too. It's like he, even in this story, is admitting to going 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. He's like freaking out at the cop. It's like, right, you got caught. Like, this is what happens when you get caught going 20 miles over.
Exactly. Right. And admitting stuff on your live stream. So yeah, that'll work against you in court. Not that.
And shame on you for like taking a life thing and you're like, how do I put this on my Patreon?
Right. Yeah. He wants to make money off of it. He's not just going to play it on his show, for God's sakes. How do you make money doing that?
No video, but the audio was clear. I asked him, why 4 tickets? And then I called him a bitch twice. I don't even remember that.
Stupid fuck.
But I told him I want to fight him anytime sober. You can say whatever.
You know what, Quadfather? He reacts to the police the way that Anthony Cumia thinks black people react to the police. Like, that's what Kevin actually does.
Yeah, fair enough. Freaks out.
Do you think he was actually calm?
I fought the law and the law won.
Calm what? Boxing?
Yeah. Do you think that he was actually saying to the cop, "Yeah, I want to beat your ass or kick your ass"?
That never happened. That never happened.
Yeah.
That never happened.
No.
That's the joke part. Yeah, he never said that.
I fought it, and they took my phone. So I don't think they'll let you take your phone.
I fought the law.
I think they
law won.
Oh, okay. I haven't been to court in a long time, but I've been there before.
Wait a minute. Wait, he's trying to pull a fast one here, folks. Nobody's been to the court more than our buddy Chad Zumock with all them fucking credit cards. Are you serious, Chad? We know better than that. Nobody's got a longer. Yeah, go look at ChadZumockComedy.com. Our buddy Greg has a great website there, so you can go check out all the charges this guy's had in his life, and it's a long rap sheet.
He's got a
rap sheet, man. Yeah, we had one of our buddies set up a domain with all his stuff on there. It's funny as hell.
Maybe what? Say it, Chad. What?
I haven't been to court in a long time.
I'm a fun drunk, everybody. Carl makes up every story anyway. This is what happened, and Melton does the same thing. They deserve each other.
No, it's
Yeah, they deserve each other. They're roughhousing. They're rough. Oh no. ACDC black people do act like Anthony Cumia says, soy boy. Yeah.
Oh, capitalize soy boy too, just to show that you mean it.
That's a proper noun now.
He's screaming. He's screaming in your face.
He's
He's
using
like,
proper
soy
noun.
boy. That's like up in your grill, homie. And there you go. There's actually Greg words right now. ChadZumockComedy.com. There you go. Everybody go check it out for all your Chad Zumock comedy needs.
I love a spite store. Love a spite
It's
store.
fucking hilarious. It is funny.
A lot of spite merch.
they're perfect.
Yes.
They're both grifters. They'll stab you in the back.
Yeah, they just literally just make.
Yeah, not like a totally straightforward guy like Chad Zumock, who is forthcoming and upright, standing up citizen. He's a guy, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good egg.
Yeah, he's up to.
Guys would never go in your back.
He's up to good things.
He would never steal a credit card right out of your wallet.
No,
Never. He would
He's
never
got his
do
own
that.
credit cards. Why would he not? Why would he need yours?
He's got his own. Everyone has
Make up
one.
shit.
Oh yeah, we found that out about Ray too. That Teamster Tim had to go get him a room. So Chad, so apparently Ray showed up to fucking Atlantic City, and Teamster Tim had to take him over to his hotel and get him a hotel because he didn't have a credit card.
Dude, isn't he like? How old is Ray? He's like in his 40s, right?
51. He's 51 now.
51. Dude, Ray, you should kill yourself. That's
I really
crazy.
can't figure out how money works.
In Minecraft.
Got a fucking debit card.
Like, there's no
Apparently
reason.
you don't have nothing.
There's no reason for you to be alive. That's crazy.
You literally.
No, he knows how to drive to the stand. He knows how to drive to the Laugh Factory. He knows how to drive to places and
Like
do
he's
gigs.
keeping like auto stores in, like, they're repairing his tire every day, so he's like paying and like supporting the economy that way, I guess. But
I stream in front of a storm door. What do you want from me?
He's keeping those little air machines, that you got to put quarters in. He's keeping those in business.
Some man just stands there and says, I hope he never dies. He is a good man.
like, how do you just never?
You are my best customer. You are my best customer.
You make it to 51 and you never learn one skill that you can leverage for money. Like, what is wrong with you?
I mean, is having people laugh at you a skill?
But he's
It's
not
very-
making that much money from it. He's making like $200.
Well,
No, he made $30,000 last year, and 10,000 of that was from Kevin Brennan. So you can live on
Kevin.
30,000, right? Driving all over the eastern coast, all over.
See, the
East
problem
Coast,
is it is
town to
worth it
town.
because he's so entertaining in like him getting kicked off a cruise ship. Like, that's so good to tell on the show. So I understand why Kevin is keeping this person alive, but
being able to carry all your belongings in a laundry basket is kind of a skill.
51, he made $30,000
except for
bucks.
the baseball cards, those are all in a safety deposit box anyway.
They're going to be worth a lot someday, but he doesn't have kids.
No,
to give
I'll
them to.
laugh. I'll laugh when I'm a millionaire and you're still sitting around with thousands.
Last week he got in trouble for using his roommate's skillet that was like a cast iron pan, and he made eggs in it. I don't know.
And
He
then
had
wash-
never made a steak before the summer of 2023.
Dude, I can't
That was just
stand a fucking guy who can't do anything. Like, you got to learn how to do something. It's not endearing at all. I think it's like
That one bugged me more than any of the others, was finding out that he was a 49-year-old man that had never cooked a steak on a barbecue in his life. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not a man if you have never fucking cooked. He's cooked one that I know of now.
The
So I
fact
guess
that he
that's
got a steak from a dollar store and was
rustic.
cooking that.
No, it cuts.
That
Might as
was
well
also
be a dollar store.
Like, don't
Yeah.
these people worry
They
about
were
like
gross.
like what happens when the power doesn't turn back on and I can't do anything? There's no survival instinct at all.
Okay, so like if the power went out, if there was like a brownout for weeks, Do you think Ray would just sit in his room until he just passed away? Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just wouldn't even have the instinct to,
wouldn't even leave the
scavenge.
house. Yeah, he'd just sit there in his room till he died of starvation or lack of water.
Because nobody
nuclear war. Guess I'll catch up on the Family Guy. I don't know.
God damn, that's funny.
Like, realistically, what could somebody like Ray do for money? Like, realistically.
Yeah, I mean, I see those people standing on the street corner and selling
Can I
things.
ask any plumbing questions you might have?
Like, think about this. He's been doing comedy for 20 years, and he never came up with a plan B. Like, in his mind, he's so good at comedy that he's going to keep doing this. And, it doesn't matter, 15,000 this year, like 20,000. And then that happens like 7-8 times in a row. And you're like, we're just going to keep trucking. Like, how fucking insane and delusional you have to be to do that.
Sir, that's a lumber question, and I work in the plumbing department. So let me get you somebody in the lumber department real quick.
Crash test. Perfect.
Like, he could at least like be making like $28 an hour for like a moving company. Like, if I was like really thinking about where he could make some money, like a moving company, like demolition.
Sure.
Like,
not building.
He has an MBA as an accountant. You know that, right?
Oh, give me a fucking break. Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. From what is it? Cleveland State or something like that.
Well, there you go. Cleveland State MBA.
State.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it was.
That makes me sick. I have actually a bachelor's degree in accounting as one of my degrees, and that just makes me sick. He has a higher degree than I do.
Oh my Lord. Jesus. Does he have student loan debt?
Nah, I can't imagine at 50 years old he still does. That would blow my mind, but possible.
Somebody find that out. Somebody ask Ray if he has student loan debt. Yeah.
He gave up that career to be a comedian. So in a long time ago, like 15 years ago.
Well, what were his I
think 2014 was the last time he did like accounting of any sort, if I remember right.
Yeah, like what did he do? He was like on some reality show about how disgusting of a room that he had or something like we visit 5 different slobs in 5 different cities. Like, he was on, like, that was like his big thing. He's like featured on MTV. It's like, yeah, as like a slob farm animal that they didn't have to pay. Yeah, they didn't pay you. That's why they hired you.
Nothing changed.
Just stand over here and be a slob, sir. Okay, that's good.
And now they're literally waving $200 bills in his face like he's some fucking whore. And he's doing
dance.
It.
Yeah, dance, monkey, dance.
And he's doing it.
So I got 2 tickets on the way home. Huh? Because I was racing. Me talking to the cop matter. But he definitely lose my Twitter. So I think I'll just release it on Twitter and see what happens.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
Because I asked him what his name was. Better work out this. Johnny Mac 86. Better work out this week, Source. You got to wait. You got to. Chad, make sure to post the pilot's arm color like Comia does.
Why? What does that do?
Because if it's a white pilot, it feels better.
Oh, I want Asian pilot.
Oh, me too low.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so obviously just with Anthony Cumia, the pullover videos like we were talking about a second ago, which AC/DC said, yes, black people actually do act like that, soy boy. Indeed. So when flying out, that's the other thing Anthony Cumia said, always look at the pilot's arm when you get in the plane to make sure it's not a black pilot. He does that. He has pictures of elbows, you know what I mean? The back of elbows.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know he was doing that. That's completely psychotic.
And these guys have no idea what that's for, but he's like, yeah, because all the DEI hires, all those planes are the ones that are going to be going down because of the unqualified black pilots.
And of course, it was a DEI hire. The reason why, Compound Media no longer exists too. This is somebody who clearly understands business at a high level.
Yeah, E-Rock. I mean, he's overweight, isn't he? Diversity, isn't that like a protected group? Fats. like the lady we were talking about, so fat she couldn't get into an Uber.
That is like, I think you could
fat?
technically say it's a disability, right? That's
Right.
kind of the way to do it.
Unfortunately, they pay them fuckers to sit at home and eat more food. That's
Certainly a disability
that's
for
part
you
of the problem.
behind her in the buffet, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I heard Melton got kicked out of 2 buffets in Atlantic City this weekend.
Damn.
Happens. Wow.
They were like, no, there is, it's not quite in all you can eat. Yeah, you're eating us out of house and home at this point. That's what
I
they were
would
saying.
love to watch Patrick Melton eat just from close up, zoomed in. Like, what does that look like? That's got to be something.
Yeah, well, okay, so he did take a picture in first class on his way back to Vegas today, and he was eating a Haagen-Dazs and a Diet Pepsi. So there you go. That's how you keep that figure up.
I love that one photo of him sitting at the booth from the side angle where you could see how
That was
hunched
bad.
his back is, and like,
Oh, that's when you came on last time. Red Bar he was showing that from New Year's Eve, right?
he looks like he's like an
Or like
Elden Ring
that.
boss or something.
Yeah. That's quite
Crazy
the
looking.
hunch or slump. I don't even know what you would say. Yeah, the clay thing that Red Bar made out of it. You were with me when we were looking at that, right?
That was
Yeah,
funny.
that's the last time you were on. That was fucking hilarious. That was good.
Dun, dun, dun.
Something wrong. Connor, Chad, I know
wrong.
you're busy traveling, but don't forget to post emails the venue definitely received from trolls.
See, that's what Carl's trying to do. Carl's pretending this didn't get canceled. He's pretending like I canceled it. But the more you ask, I'm not going to, because I've done that before, and you still call me a liar. So I'm not doing it. I'm no more doing things for you guys because you're just going to call me a liar. You're going to say they're fake anyway, so I don't care. I'm not.
First of all, the whole thing about, supposedly Melton bought all these tickets and he was doing it to fuck with everybody, and he was gonna. I don't even care. It worked out the way it worked out. It worked out the better. I should have just done this from the beginning. Have a suite instead of getting a bartender. We just order from room service because the bartender, that's way cheaper than having a bartender.
Yeah, okay. So everybody knows that Kevin wanted nothing to do with this event in the first place. We know it all fell on Chad's shoulders. I love how Kevin once again is saving Chad from any criticism by the second,
Right.
the second Chad starts bringing it up and he's like, oh, Carl's trying to invent this thing where I tried to get this thing canceled, which I actually think is probably most likely at this point. That him and the owner were just like, yeah, Kevin's not into it. Let's just cancel this shit because it's all falling apart anyway. But yeah, here comes Kevin Brennan to Chad's defense. Once again, he's been doing that a lot lately, honestly.
Who sounds like a fucking crybaby in this clip, by the way, because he's complaining about, oh, nobody believes me. It's like, you have nobody but yourself to blame. Like, you lie about everything. Like, why would anybody believe anything you have to say?
As we went over just 2 seconds ago, the ChadZumockComedy.com, you can go look at his long rap sheet and you can see how much of a truth teller this guy is, or at least how much of a good guy he is. Shout out to Rev Fug Lee, who just showed up in the chat too. Yeah, we're doing shout outs tonight. That's what we're doing. Spiel Buckman's here. Whatever. There's a bunch of you homies. Hell yeah. Even NJ Ranger, who hangs out there over on your guys' Red Bar Scars Club Discord. Good stuff over there. Good people over there. Like another Chad Zumock hater, numero uno Josh Denny fan. I like all his stuff. He's funny as hell, man.
Absolutely.
One of the ones. He's one of the real ones.
I mean, somebody's got to be paying
that's the
attention to
way you
what
do it,
Josh
but the
Denny's doing. He's
Josh
maybe
Denny
one of the
and
most
Chad.
unhinged Twitter accounts on the internet right now.
I saw that. I did notice that. I'm kind of waiting till he really gets into something good before I start covering it, because he's just kind of been going off on people that I don't know lately. So once he starts attacking someone that I do recognize or know, then I'll start covering it. But yeah, I've noticed that dude is he's been going ape shit, dude. I don't know what it is. What do you think? Melton got into his feelers? Do you think Melton started affecting him a few months back when he started, shooting shots at him and covering him again?
Well, you know, the two of them have a very long history where,
Very aware.
Josh Denny used to be one of the co-hosts on Nobody Likes Onions. He was almost like
He
the
lives
number
in
two
his
guy.
old apartment.
He lives in his old
They live
apartment. Yeah,
together.
exactly.
He hasn't moved on from their
Yes,
relationship.
Josh had been living there with his like live-in 15-year relationship girlfriend, Netta, who just broke up with him. So now Josh can't afford this apartment anymore, which is also great. But I think Josh would be very jealous of Melton because Melton at least has, you know, some degree of viewers. What does he get? Like 300, 400, like up to like 1,000. Yeah, like he's got people who are watching him right now. If you go to a Josh Denny stream, if you see 8 people watching it, you're like, wow, Josh is having a really big stream right now.
He's having a
Normally,
bigger.
he has 1 viewer, and it's Xander. It's fucking Xander. That's the only viewer. It's the saddest thing.
Yeah, he was working at Censor TV for a while there, and I don't think they really gave a fuck when they were like, "We can't really pay you anymore, man. You're bringing nothing to us, so there's no reason to stay." And he was gone, and now we know why. It's weird how like Censored and Compound, all the people that they let go, it's like now we know why, because they have no followings on YouTube when they tried. So
and they're insane people too. You know, it takes
insane.
them a little bit of time to figure that out.
Chrissy Mayer's like the only one that has a following.
Not really anymore. She's really gone down the ranks.
Yeah, I've noticed that. She does okay with her Simcast when she's got 10 of the hottest chicks in conservatism, I guess.
Well, there's drama with that because there's somebody, Melanie Mack.
Yeah.
There's like a falling out or something. So there's drama with this whole Simpcast show too. So I think she's fucking that all up.
Yeah, everybody go watch that video I have of Chrissy Mayer firing. She's fired Keanu Thompson. She came on here and did an interview
That's
about
what
that.
It is, right?
Yeah, we got her on here for about 40 minutes talking about that. So it was good stuff.
Oh, the things I miss when I go on vacation.
I mean, her and Frank Pellegrino, that's like a criminal family. That's like the mafia.
Yeah. As far as like striking people's stuff and doing shitty stuff behind the scenes, yeah, I guess they kind of are that way.
They're shady.
Whatever. I guess we're taking on everybody tonight because if you take on Chrissy and you take on Chad, you're kind of taking on the entire world at that point, right?
Well, I don't know who I'm taking on. I'm just
sides.
Take
them all on. Fuck them all. We give no respect. You get no respect.
I mean, well, first of all, I don't know how it'd be possible to respect somebody like Chrissy Mayer or Chad Zumock. So, I mean, if we could think of respectful topics, maybe they're good at like pickleball and shit like that. So, if we can figure out any of those, we'll get there.
That's right.
Beer hall, and if I would have got a suite like the size of Vince the Lawyer's, like we could have 100 people in there. Because as it was, we had like 30, and the bed was taking up most of the space.
It ended up working out, but I was so bummed about the whole thing. Like, you know.
I was, and I thought it worked out great. I love the fact that I didn't have to go to a beer hall and then get an Uber back to the Borgata and all that shit.
It was raining out too.
Yeah.
Do you see how quickly Chad just agrees with Daddy? He's like, I was so pumped, dude. That event didn't happen. Like, I was so pumped about it, bro. And then KB was like, I'm not. That was stupid.
Oh, and it was raining anyway, so it would have sucked.
Oh, yeah. You're right, boss. Yeah, totally. It was raining and stuff. It sucked.
God, he even looks like a little henchman from like a little video game. He's like a video game henchman, level 1.
Never beat the boss at golf.
Weather sucked, and again, dealing with like the owner and rowdy fans, and it's the second night. Who snitched them out, and then what's the punishment? I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. He was like, oh, yeah, rowdy fans dealing with rowdy fans and stuff. After we just got done watching the video of what it was like in the room when people were just like, Chad's wrestling around with Tookie and Teamster Tim's fucking with Kevin. It's like, yeah, because, doing it in your room in a small confined area. Totally, that never happened, right? The same exact shit you thought would happen at a beer hall in a big open area with fucking security guards that weren't Stevie Lew, who's very breakable with one nunchuck.
All it takes is a nunchuck.
Always going back to the nunchucks, aren't you?
Always back to the nunchucks.
They just legalized those a couple
right.
years ago in New York, so you could use that.
Yeah, that's why that guy. I interviewed that guy, Kenyatta, the guy that broke his arm, and that's exactly what he said. He said that they just legalized them. That's why he bought them.
Yep.
In a Borgata.
He didn't want no more of those gay white dudes trying to hit on him, is what he said.
That's what he was saying. He was saying Stevie Lew was hitting on him. He's like, I ain't no gay dude. I ain't in a man. I ain't in a man. That's what he kept saying.
If Stevie Lew had just kept his hands out of the guy's pants, he would have been fine. He wouldn't have had to walk around with a broken arm. Or
that was the reports we got from the room, the Borgata, that Stevie Lew was very handsy, touching everybody. Couldn't keep his hands to himself. We also know that Ray's like that, but apparently Ray was he was being a good boy. He was being a good
Ray doesn't do that in public. He waits till like a girl is like vulnerable and like half asleep from drinking too much. That's more of a Ray DeVito kind of style.
So he's the guy that comes and takes the rope off the lady that's tied to the railroad tracks like that. The fair maiden, the damsel in distress, the damsel in distress. Hey, lady, you need help? Get in my trunk. I'll take you for a cruise.
Yeah.
You need a ride? Jump in the trunk. I got a place I can take you to where I put all the other ladies. You know,
see
next to the freeway.
You ever see the country through the hole I dug through the back of a trunk? It's great. You can breathe. I've done it. It's good. Yeah, I promise.
Yeah.
Just don't make a lot of noise.
Yeah, a little carbon monoxide poisoning never killed nobody except for the last chick.
Get you really fucked up. You like it.
I don't know. I don't know who snitched him out, but again, I was getting a little chatty. I think the more I drank, so I might have been. I got to the point I didn't give a shit. So
Melton was definitely doing cocaine, though. That was a fact.
Who, Melton?
Yeah.
No, so the fact that it definitely happened on the way down. So it didn't happen on the way back.
Yeah, I love how Chad thinks he's real cute, just throwing that out there. Apparently everybody that was there was like, Chad, Melton never did coke. Nobody saw him do coke. But you know, Chad's just throwing stuff at the wall just to be a prick. I love. You could see it in his face. He was being.
You see with his eyes, he's pointing his eyes in like the upper left, so he's thinking of mischievous things to say.
Exactly.
Looks like he's just pissed off because nobody offered him a bump, the little bitch.
Yep, could be.
Bring your own BYO.
I don't know.
BYOC.
Why?
Yep.
Or BYOB. Bring your own bumps.
Yes.
Anybody would have got the story, it happened on the way back, because that's not again, the only reason people know, I think, is because I was telling people when I was drunk that, you know, I'm nuts, dude. You don't want to get in business with me. I'm nuts.
Let's get nuts.
I got kicked out of the Borgata. I mean, at the poker room. Oh, Kevin, you got punked by some. Yes.
Come on, man.
Cable, we allowed Chad to do Kumias Cox and Haka too?
I think that's the play. I go to their event and I do my show and just making fun of Carl and Melton.
So there you go. Exactly. Chad wants to go to Hackmania too. He wants to be part of the crew. He wants to be with people to be their friend. So he absolutely wants to go to Hackmania too. You caught that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, totally, dude. Like, I know. Here's the play, man. Boss, here's the play. Like, I'll go there and hang out and make friends with all these guys. Then I'll do like a live stream where I like make fun of the dudes I'm hanging out with. Like, that's the play, right, boss?
Wait, did he cross paths with Melton?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so I'm curious about that too, because it seems like he's like
Kevin
a big
did also.
anti-Melton shit talker.
Oh yeah,
Does he try to like shake his hand and make things right type of thing, or how does that go?
We never actually got to see any of it, but they definitely all cross paths.
Curious about that. Very curious about that.
Apparently, I think Melton put his hand out first, and then Chad shook it. I think that's how it went.
Oh God, these people, that's crazy.
At least that's what Chad said. He made sure that everybody knew it too. Like, oh yeah, Melton put his hand out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if anybody in chat knows, fill us in.
That's, I mean, absolutely everybody got along this weekend. That's from all reports. Everybody talked to everybody. The only person that had issues with anybody was Kevin. So Kevin told Carl's brother to go fuck himself, and had he wouldn't hang out with Melton. So that was pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. This is like days of our life. This is like the shit my grandma
really
watches during the day.
They did play poker together though.
And through the
Melton has the recording, which we're gonna watch, where Kevin got kicked out of the poker room. That's a fact. It's funny.
What are they playing? 1-2 at the cash games?
Yeah. I think 1-2 or 1. Maybe Melton said 1-3. They were playing 1-3. But is that 1-3? Is it 153? I don't know. It's 1-3.
I think that's,
yeah, but Vegas is a long way to go to be hanging.
Yeah, it's
out.
like 1-3 or 2-5. That's the only thing I've ever seen.
2-4.
With Melton,
Go fish,
and you're probably
Old
end
Maid.
up doing coke.
yeah. Well, if I'm there and if I don't have to do anything, I'll go to like Brad Garrett's to do a guest set. I'll go to the Cellar to do a
You're
guest
not
set.
gonna. Once you go, you're in. They own you.
Am I compromised?
No, they own you. Once they pay you, you can't just do whatever you want. Plus, everyone's gonna call you a bitch for going. That's why you got to get money in advance, because then you're playing them, not the other way around.
I turned down $1,000 from Vince to do 5 minutes of stand up. So
Oh yeah, but I heard that was unofficial.
Hit the like button.
So I don't know. I mean, it half-ass sounded like he got permission, maybe, as far as being able to go to Hackmania. I'm just waiting for the Joey C thing to be the next thing that happens. That fucker, if he ends up getting to go. And I did see your message there, Honk, about watching Lou the God something. As you know, I'm not a huge fan of the Joey C Catalano network over there, so I'll leave the scraps to someone else. As far as Lou the God, I don't give a fuck about that guy. But also, I will watch it if there's nothing else to watch. So I'm half-assed talking shit. You get the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Joey C. Joey C is always at the bottom of the list with his crew over there.
I didn't mean to interrupt the show flow there. My all apologies.
No.
guys.
I read it a long time ago. I was just saying that, no, probably not, unless we have extra time, which it doesn't look like we're going to have tonight because we're already 2 hours and 15 in, so 2:20 in here. And also, whatever, CJ, you don't have to, you know the deal, right? You can
Yeah, of course.
If you got shit to do, so there you go.
Break it off in like a few minutes, but I'm still enjoying the combo.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I like all this Atlantic City stuff. I like it because, you know, these people they're so fucking performative. Like everybody hates each other, but then their friends are hanging out. It's just it's all nonsense.
Because if I saw Chad in real life, I don't think I would get along with him. And same with Joey C. There's no way I would just be out of the blue like, yeah, I've been fighting with you guys for 3 years, but yeah, I'm totally cool with you. Shake your hand. It's like, no,
Chad isn't.
Like,
he doesn't do things in like a fun way either. He's doing it in like a scary, like I'm going after you type of way.
I own you guys. I'm so cool that I own you. Yeah, like especially if he came in with that like smug attitude, I'd tell him to go fuck himself. Same thing with Melton too, dude. Like if Melton was like trying to big time me, I wouldn't fucking give him the time of day. So that goes for that goes for everybody in this universe. If you're going to be a dick in real life, then fuck you. But they do seem like they have fun. I'm not getting along with Joey C. I'm not getting along with Stevie Lew. I'm not getting along with Chad. That's not going to happen.
Wouldn't it be fucked up? All these guys, they pretend like they hate each other, whatever, getting to the events and they love each other, and the only person they beat up is Quad Father.
The only guy man enough to tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Turns out it's the one guy.
And of course, the other guy that helped try to put it all together and actually made some efforts towards doing it. I'm sure you know Win by Two.
Mike David.
Wade. John DiCaprio.
Yeah, it's Mike David.
I guess Mike David Jr. I guess if you wanted to say it that way.
Mike David Jr. Yep.
There you go. That is everybody says he's just doing a copycat thing. I won't say that because I'm not like an old school Red Bar fan, so I can't go around accusing everybody of being this guy or that guy, a wannabe, or like Pot Awful does that a lot. He'll go around saying like, "Oh, this guy stole this bit from me or this idea." It's like, all this shit's kind of out there at this point.
Well, there's okay. I'll let that one sit because I could go on a 20
I know what you mean.
about that one.
There's some obvious shit, right?
Well, it's like he's somebody that so clearly takes certain things, and then it's like the over irony as a way to like normalize all this shit. I don't want to get into it. Listen, Jesse, you're a great guy and you're doing great things. And I do like how he teamed up with Milo Yiannopoulos. That was some good shit one. Because Milo was on a fucking tear when he was going after Nick Fuentes. I think he wrote a book about Nick Fuentes.
Yes, he did.
And then like
Alex
Milo figured out how shitty Alex Stein is.
Laura Loomer. He went fucking hard in the paint at all those people.
And Milo realized that Jesse has just been harassing Alex Stein for years, so he just hits him up right away. It was a great sub storyline.
Yeah. No, the day I found out that Milo was on Alex, I hit up I hit Jesse up like immediately. I was like, "Hey, pop on and tell us if that's real. What's going on?" And he did.
It was the perfect person to get on, to be fair.
Yeah. I sniffed that one out. All right. So yeah, John went on today and he was talking about everything that happened. He obviously we've kind of already heard his take, how it all fell apart, but yeah, we'll just reiterate what he thought after he met up with everybody in AC.
Embrace it. It'll be better for everyone. And who knows, you might be winning a Super Bowl this time next year. I don't know. Delco Lou, what do you say? 199 says orange properties on Monopoly board equals rough area. Yeah, that's the Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall. That's exactly it. It would be considered just that on a Monopoly board. So, I mean, I couldn't say it better myself. It's just not a place you want to be.
Yeah, it's straight across from like a needle exchange place and shit. It was a rough area. I do appreciate what Kevin said about it being Uber ride away. So it is kind of shitty to have to leave your casino and go do a gig over at some other place. But maybe you should have thought of that before you even came up with the idea to actually follow through with it and sell tickets and shit. Like you could have figured that out months ago because the concept came up in late November. So therefore they had plenty of time to just fucking get rid of the whole idea instead of 3 days before the event. Mm-hmm. It's fucked up the way they did it. And now they're just playing it off like, we had fun this weekend. What does it matter? Well, that's what you said last year too. And that was fucked up last year too, that you guys put everybody, hung them out to dry.
You know, so we were bringing 60 and it's like, you guys barely crack 20 a day. And I just don't see why your wife, it's like, get a new wife. If your wife is calling the shots 24 hours before the big event and she pulls the plug, you probably need to pull the plug on her and find yourself a new wife, Sal. That's just me. I don't know. But.
So John in this clip is apparently saying that Sal, the owner's wife, is one of the main reasons that the gig got canceled is because she was worried about all the harassment and trolling. So, John DiCaprio is kind of backing up the fact that there was some trolling and whatnot. So maybe Chad wasn't 100% lying, but he's not showing receipts. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. If my wife did that, I mean, she'd be kicked to the fucking curb. Quicker than I could say Tennessee.
Hey, wait a second. His old lady left him not too long ago and he was kicked out of the house. What in the fuck is he talking about, man? Come on now. You wouldn't leave, bro. Or you wouldn't boot her. She booted you.
Yeah, I don't even like really get this rant he's going on right now. It's just pontificating.
Shades Cal. Look at that, Shades Cal. I think I was talking about Shades Cal in a good way, of course. $5 says the only thing that I could have been better is if you set everything up for the show from Kevin's room. You need to establish a cancellation. I mean, I really should have.
Yeah, so this was Blade's chance to do something with the Hackverse and work with Kevin and all these guys. I'm sure that's what he was in for. And of course, yeah, maybe he should have seen the writings on the wall working with Chad and Kevin. He could have gone sideways and definitely got like the $500 that he was supposed to get paid. Maybe got that up front. Because what was Kevin's advice to Chad? Make sure you get paid up front before you go out to Hackamania. So yeah, that is probably the advice in the future. If you want to do a gig with these people, then at least get like half up front and get the second half when you get there, kind of shit.
Or at least like work out what are you trying to get out of this? You know, are you trying to like win over the fans? Are you trying to get, because it seems like they're just aimlessly, this is the only opportunity they get and they're desperate, so that this is like the best thing that they have on the table. And that like sort of desperation is such a bad way to make decisions. You know what I mean? Because there's no real reason for them to be doing any of this. Their time could be better spent.
No, I think John DiCaprio, he always spends all of his time sitting there doing these shows, mocking and making fun of all of these people in the Hackverse. So suddenly he wants to show up and do an event with them. So it's another one of these things. It's all performative. It's all.
I don't get any of it, man. Fucking soap opera.
Yeah, exactly. But that's whatever. Soap opera is good for business these days.
No, but for real though, what is somebody like what is Chad or Ray like getting out of doing these things at the end of the day? Because all they're doing is just making fun of him. It's just a group that likes making fun of them. So what are you gaining? Like little bits of money.
Yeah, that's all it is. They're willing to get beat up for money. That's what it is.
Zero sum. They're not gonna these aren't gonna turn in your fans. They hate you.
No, definitely not. Not future fans. I mean, so like if you kind of watch the numbers, you can see like Ray will get up to 150, 200 live viewers.
Mm-hmm.
And then his show will end and the numbers will only go up to like 1,000. So he's got like 200 diehard fans that can't like not watch him. Mm-hmm. But he's not gaining support. Think of all the comedians that he works with. He works with Mark Norman, Joe. Like you go down the list of people that he works with. Danny Polachuk, Ryan Long, like, dude, he works with all the greats in New York City right now. But for some reason, that doesn't gain him any traction.
Where's he in? Does he do any of the clubs like New York Comedy Club?
Whatnot? No, he does. He does. He runs a show at the Stand on.
Is he passed at the Stand?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He fucking runs a show there, dude. Like
you can run a show at the Stand without being passed.
He's passed at the Stand. I'm sure of that.
I would find that hard to believe because the Stand has good comedians sometimes. So I don't know.
A lot of the time, like most of the time. Yeah, I would say mostly has good comedians.
The only clubs in New York that I don't think are a total scam are probably the Comedy Cellar and the Stand. Those are really like the only two.
Right.
So that'd be. Imagine you could show up to the Stand, you see Ray DeVito, you'd be pissed.
I guess I could always ask him.
Yeah, he's definitely. There's no way he's passed at the Stand, and if he's telling people that, he's lying.
All right, I'll put him on the spot here one of these times.
Yeah, ask him if he's at what clubs he's passed at. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, because you know what these people do, and
I own a few hats, some posters that say Z-Man, and a beat-up Honda Civic. I'm civil to my critics. Once you shut the fuck up, limp dick, let's go. Gearox. I showed all you Melton ball washers.
I know a thing or two about testicle cleansing. I use my Stevie Stone tongue on the ripples of Kevin's nut lining. Tastes so sweaty like a New York bike ride. Yum, baby. Give me more of it, more. Abuse more.
Abuse more. Abuse more. Ball washing. New York City bicycle ball washing. There you go. Stevie Lew's a pro. There you have it. That's awesome.
I like it.
Yeah, sorry that cut you off a little bit there.
I was just gonna say, like,
as far as New York City comedy goes,
what you can do, I've seen this happen a million times. You can do a third-party show at a comedy club, and then what comedians will do is be like performed at New York Comedy Club or whatever club it is, even though they didn't actually get hired by New York Comedy Club. what happens is you get hired by like a third party, be it like a bringer show or something like that. And then it's like, it's a way to trick people into thinking that you have some type of like credibility. If that makes sense. It's like a scam.
Okay, yeah. So G-Rob is she is saying that I'm incorrect with my. Yeah, you're right. I guess he is not past.
Yeah, he's not funny enough to perform at like a Friday or Saturday night show at the Stand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
You have to be like a good. You have to be an actual comedian to do that.
Yeah, he does Tuesday once a month.
That's what I'm saying.
What do they call those? Bringer shows? Like he does a bringer show, but
yeah, he's like a bringer show level comedian.
And he gets a percentage of the door for whatever, something like that.
Sometimes
or maybe he pays and gets all the door, but pays the guy that runs it, something like that.
No, typically they don't give you any money. It all goes to the producers into the house.
Yeah.
They just want you to bring heads in. That's all.
Yep. Yeah, when you have no talent and you've been doing New York comedy for 20 years and you're not passed at any clubs, that's like the best option that you have.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I probably could have done that's just at the point when it was canceled, Shades, I was just so fed up with everything. And then again, you throw on top of Josh Sweat throwing out the tagline, another win for the total. I was just, it wasn't up until like Saturday at like 2:00 or 1:00 or somewhere around then where I was still uncertain whether or not I actually wanted to go. And again, everyone made a big deal. Oh, why is she still? It's like I live, whatever. I mean, people actually really think still to this day that I took trains, buses, and spaceships to get to this place. It's like I could throw a rock and it land at the Borgata. It's not that deep, but it was at that point I was like, I don't even want to, because I know how it's going to be, and it was basically kind of just that. There was nothing out of the ordinary. It was everything like you thought it would be, a shit show. That's exactly what it was. It's the best way to describe it to people. There wasn't really much going on. Yeah, there was Kevin's fighting and Ray doing 3 minutes of stand-up, which we're going to be watching. But outside of that, it's just,
So yeah, there's a summation from a guy that was supposed to do the show and what it ended up being, and that's about what you would expect. 25 guys hanging out in a room, sausage party, except for the 4 hot chicks that were there apparently, and other than that, pretty much a disappointing show.
Sorry, there's 2 ugly chicks because I heard there's 6 total.
I don't know where Mammy falls.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there were 6 hot chicks. I don't know. I mean, Mammy, KB, and there. I think there was one other like blonde hanging out in the room. Yeah, there was one other decent looking chick that I saw. So there you go.
Tarnished Maiden.
I wasn't there. I don't know. Oh no. No, Tarnished Maiden's not hot, right? Is that the joke?
Thank you. Thank you, brother, for catching that finally. I do appreciate it.
No. Yeah, so anyway, there was some ladies' pictures on Reddit, the larger women. They were definitely having a heyday making fun of the large plus-sized ladies.
There was a plus-sized runway show, I think.
Runway show.
I don't know that it actually went off, but I know it was planned.
What do you mean, like jumbo jets, like that kind of?
Yes, I believe it was planned to be a negligee party, but it turned out to be, they were actually trying to get them to take off, and they couldn't get off the ground.
Yeah,
not enough thrust.
That's kind of a callback to the plane rides everybody had to take, right?
It's unintentional, but yes.
I dress so fly. I dress so sweet. You sanctimonious sacks of shit have no clue about big city New York style. The skinny pants are constructed of fabric suitable to bend over.
It's like a haiku.
I pay him well, and he's a loyal servant, and for my maniacal needs and whims. Now, don't get it twisted. He is a bald-headed hoe, my skeevy poop.
Okay, the Kevin one is way better than the Stevie one. That was
I love
pretty
the way
good.
Stevie Lew talks so slowly that Kevin just
slow.
basically starts before his is finished. Get on with it, you fuck.
Here, let me bring this back up. What do you think about this get up here?
Oh yeah,
That's pretty fly. That's pretty fly. I like it.
No.
I will say the colors are kind of fucked up. It's kind of a there's a mismatch of colors here, I think, Steve. But I do like the orange and the green, but I think the blue is like, I don't know. I feel like I would stick with the green up top. And then maybe the shoes could be also a different color too, maybe. But I don't know. You look like
it screams bend me over a chalkboard. I think that's what it screams to me.
I mean, he looks like a security guard at a library for sure.
He looks,
keep
he looks like
library.
like a substitute teacher. I don't know.
Yeah. He just needs some crazy glasses, and he's got sub written all over him.
Yeah, he's guarding the really dirty books in the back.
Not a fan. All right. Yeah, maybe if you want to watch this one with this, this is pretty funny. Teamster Tim hanging out in the room with these guys. But so this is KB at the poker table getting booted out of the poker room. Audio from it and a little bit of video from it. So it was actually hilarious. You guys can all go find this at the end of Melton streams from last night. But yeah, they broke it down. I guess even maybe this morning because it was like 1 at night.
Is a very short clip. This clip is it's super short. 14 seconds of the floor supervisor standing to my left, the dealer's to my left, Kevin Brennan's at the end of the table to my left. I'm going to pan around, you'll see. And she's explaining to the dealer that he's saying she's the best, she's the worst dealer in the world. The dealer then says to her, she's like, I don't want to deal to him. And he says to her, she only has about 10 minutes left of her down, meaning like another dealer will come to the table. He says, just deal him out, meaning don't give him cards until the next dealer comes and they can deal with him. And if they don't like him, then we'll do something. But basically, don't give him cards. Don't let him play. You don't have to. He can sit there, but you're not going to give him cards, so he can't do shit.
Right.
Right. Well, this makes him upset, and it's about then that the foreman is explaining to him what's going to happen, and then the dealer turns to me and she just goes, "Oh, you can't fear him in here. You cannot fear him in here." So the camera cuts off. This is 14 seconds. This is all the video I have, but you'll be able to set the scene for the audio that I have after this because they didn't say I couldn't record audio. So this is the poker table.
Oh no.
And Rocco is to my right. These other people are just at the table. Don't worry about it. And you'll see KB, and you'll see. This is JT in the feel hat. JT. I don't know if he's doxxed, but he's doxxed. Here we go. Just so you can kind of see what everybody looks like and how it was seen. Third worst.
Or not. I don't want to. I don't want to deal with.
So look how old and frail Kevin looks. Here we go.
Or not. I don't want to. I don't want to deal with him.
I don't want to deal him. He said I'm the worst dealer in the world. I don't want to deal him. Give a firm finger wagging in his direction.
You can't fear me in the room too.
You can't fear him in the room too, sir. You can't fear him in the room. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. The next minute and 14 seconds is fucking fantastic. I wonder if I'm gonna have trouble with this too. Hold on.
So anyway, he takes 10 hours to explain everything, but here we'll just get to the audio part.
Kevin just can't stop getting into fights with people he sees as bureaucrats in his way, like cops or dealers at the poker room. Like he's got fucking oppositional defiance disorder, like a poorly trained animal.
I remember my first beer.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of in defense that you should be able to say like, "Oh, this person sucks." Like, I don't know. That seems like I've played a lot of poker for days on end in poker rooms, and usually like not much happens if you're like complaining about.
Dude,
like,
you're at the fucking 1-3 table. Like, give the lady a rest. You're at the slop table. You're not at any of the actual poker tables. Obviously, they're going to put the bad dealer at Kevin Brennan's table. He doesn't have enough money to play the actual games.
I mean, there are 51, tables, and there are 1-2 tables. Like the 2-4 tables. I don't know.
How many? Like, how bad of a mistake does the dealer have to be making where you have to be berating these?
No, like if he's taking a bunch of bad beats and whatever. You think, I don't know.
You know, insane you have to be to blame the dealer and get mad at the dealer because your cards aren't good.
But people do get like
scumbag behavior.
I agree. But also, he said the same stuff to the police officer when he got the tickets. Right? He was saying
he's crazy.
So he's just got a shitty attitude. I don't know. That's kind of what's endearing about grumpy old Kevin Brennan, right? A little bit,
definitely.
All right. So here's the rest.
But it's going to play out of the speaker since it's not anything on the screen of audio. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened after I stopped filming.
Buckle up, man.
Kevin says, I'm not allowed to have an opinion about a dealer.
What happened to this country?
What happened to this country? I'll play it in its entirety after this, but I'm just breaking it down because it might be difficult to hear.
But yeah, so there you go, CJ. That's kind of what you were talking about, right? Like it goes along with his thesis on life and politics. And
in what world is it like, all the Asian people are dealing poker, our country is falling apart? Like, how do these things add up?
Yeah, there goes America.
You're part of what's wrong with this world. Why are you such a bitch? Are all you Asian bitches the same? You all look the same, right?
That's the one race I want dealing cards for me is Asian. That's what you want.
The blacks.
I don't know. I've had all kinds of dealers. It's all good. Usually I don't really blame the dealers. If I don't like the dealer, I'll just move to a different table. I know I can. Yeah. I'm very capable of doing that. Even in a wheelchair. I bring my own chair.
She does. You're trying to get me booted from the hotel?
What are you talking
I can't
about?
play because I have an opinion about her dealing.
Like, she's trying to get me booted from the hotel. I can't play because I have an opinion about her dealing. Which I also think I think Kevin's right here.
Yeah, 100%, man.
But you don't have to tell that you saying I think she's the worst dealer in the world. You're the worst dealer in the world is if a dealer said you're the worst player in the world to a player, it wouldn't be accepted.
No, man. Back in the day, in the 80s, man, if you talk like that to a dealer, they got pissed off, man. They did. Now, they're woke. The dealers are woke.
Here we go.
Skip the hand. Well, Trump won again. God bless. Seriously, what's your number? Because I'm going to report you.
What's your number? Because I'm going to report you.
Fucking Karen.
Yeah, that'll
no.
They're going to comp him a suite.
But no, they will not do that. There's no way that.
Now I hope he gets fucking killed by one of his psycho super chatter fans that just decides to murder him one day.
The fan, like Robert De Niro in The Fan.
He's a Karen.
But he does say, like, okay, so I know that you said that he's kind of like a anti-woke. Like he's been railing on about Trump's America and how it's going to be lawless now, and I don't have to pay my taxes now, right? Because Trump don't pay his taxes, right? Or like Trump breaks the law. Now, doesn't that mean we can all go break the law now? Like he's been on that rant. Like, so he's actually kind of on the opposite side you would think, CJ. I know Anthony 100% is on the side you're talking about, but Brennan gives off an impression that he's really not a fan of Trump, honestly.
Yeah, but you can hate Trump and also like hate the blacks and hate the Jews. Those things are mutually exclusive, you know?
Well, he's married to a black, so that kind of makes it a little tougher that his kids are blacks.
Well, he definitely hates them. Then.
I got the jungle fever.
Yeah,
it's
he
proved
definitely
now.
hates them. There. That's good shit. Wow. Yeah, I guess whatever. You hate what's close to you. You can't hate anything that you're not aware of. You have to be close to it, I guess.
Yeah, you know, it's I like how you're like the only way you could be racist is if you like Trump. That's kind of funny.
That has
You
kind
don't
of been
think-
the theme of the last 8 years, 9 years.
I mean, listen, there's open opportunity for people of a broad political spectrum to be very racist and mean to poker dealers in the Borgata.
Yeah, I think this election this time actually kind of proved that, right? Everyone was like, nah, this racism bullshit. It's all it's all smoke and mirrors. Whatever he is, he's probably not a racist. He just wants to change everything in the government. Anyway, I'm not going to get all like super political, but you know what I'm saying. I think you get it. Because you just said it.
Sorry, that was me.
Not everybody that's a racist is a fucking Trump voter. That's a fact. Jack.
And if you talk like that to people, they got pissed off, man. They did. No, they're woke. The dealers are woke.
The dealers are woke.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's Teamster Tim in the background there.
That's like the most retarded take I've ever heard. Like an Asian fucking poker dealer's woke in his mind. Like, shouldn't even know what the fuck that means. Like, what she watches, like,
what do you mean, roke? I roke? Yeah, no, I think what he's getting at there is that they're just really thin-skinned pussies. You know what I mean? Maybe not woke is the right word for it. That people used to not get so quick to like spaz out about someone being a little bit aggressive towards them.
Isn't it kind of the opposite though?
I don't know. I'm not
all these
sure.
casinos, and I think Teamster Tim even said something like this, where all these fucking casinos used to be run by the mob. So if you said something disrespectful to a dealer at a poker table, you're gonna have Italian guys that are gonna come beat your fucking ass.
You want me to break your fingers? You can't do our dealers like that again, and we'll break one of your fucking
Think about that.
fingers.
Things used to be so woke that Italians used to come beat you up if you said something racist.
You say I am woke? I am DEI higher? What you mean, Mr. Man? What you mean? I am woke.
G-Rob, member for 12 months. Thank you, G-Rob, for being a member for 12 months. And Alo said it was Kevin Brennan's first hand, and he won.
Oh, it stung a little
Very
more.
fucking weird.
Yeah,
So
but
you really have nothing to complain about if
You
that's
couldn't even see how many chips he had, though. He was like blocking his chips in the view. It looked like he couldn't have had more than 200.
right.
Well, Trump won again. God bless. Seriously.
Trump won again. God bless. Seriously. Seriously. What's going on here? You fucking, you slant. I better fucking calm down on that. Slanty-eyed lady.
Why don't you bring up a new? Why don't you bring up a new gook? Wow.
You really become the chink in my armor tonight, lady.
Yeah. You know this.
What's your number? 'Cause I'm going to report you.
It's like she has a badge number.
What's your number? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly like he's talking like a cop. That's funny. What's your badge number? Can I have a supervisor? Get the supervisor over here.
Whip out his phone and take a picture of the guy's ID, just like he takes a picture of every super chat he's ever received.
Yeah, for
Got
sure.
your number now.
Yeah. Here, let's get this. Let's get that.
You're in trouble when I get headquarters. Wait till I tell.
Your number, because I'm going to report you. This is Kevin Brennan shutting people down.
Right to the police department.
You say Trump won again.
Trump won again. Did he say Trump won again? Hold on, let me wind it back. Guys, the election.
You want to chop? We stick our butts back.
So you're hearing chatter at another table. The iPhone records so well. It's picking up literally another dealer and players at another table. So just ignore this chatter. No one at our table was talking.
Yeah.
We were all just like, whoa.
Now that's the show. That's what they paid $20 for.
All right, here we go.
I can't have an opinion about it. Is this Trump's America?
Is this Trump's America? Is this Trump's America? Is this Trump's America? I can't have a fucking opinion about a fucking dealer.
So I'm
Get
getting
him,
word in the
Elon.
chat, by the way, that it was like a $40 pot or like some ridiculously small amount of money. So she's putting up with all this for him to put the lowest amount of money that the game will allow you to put on the table.
Yeah, no shit. A $40 pot. But that's the other thing. Kevin said that during his show. He was like, it was 4 a.m. in the morning, and that bitch started fucking with me, and he was like, I just wasn't having it. So
I am shocked that you're allowed to put that little money on. $40 in a 1-3 game is absolutely nothing. That's so
yeah, it's a drop.
Money doesn't grow on trees, you know.
So she gets to have an opinion that's just terrible? What is her opinion?
She's all thin-skinned. Why is she?
She's thin-skinned. This is gold. She's all thin-skinned. What's wrong with this bitch?
Still not wrong.
She's thin-skinned. She's all thin-skinned. Why is she dealing if she's thin-skinned?
Why is she dealing if she's thin-skinned?
We're the customers.
I can't. I'm out of the hand because I said she's a terrible dealer.
I'm out of the hand because I said she's a terrible dealer. Okay, so that was, I think it was a chair, but I'm not sure. It could have been a side table, but I think this one was a chair. I think when he got up, like his chair like threw backwards.
Oh, is that what? Yeah, because I don't. He didn't know.
But that's why it's a
chair.
Yeah, so that's why it's a quieter sound. I think this was his chair hitting the ground. He like kind of like spazzed out, and his chair hits the ground. In a minute, you're gonna hear a loud crash, and this is him grabbing a little table cart and just flipping it as three people from the poker room walk him out.
They should kick him out. They should fucking cancel his hotel room
push
too.
table.
Yeah,
You
okay.
can't have people like this in your hotel.
Well, okay, so like I said before, like up to the point where we were just talking about him complaining about card and that her being a shitty dealer. Okay, I was cool with all of that. So when you go from that to slamming your chair on the ground and slamming little carts with food on it and shit, and that changes everything because that's getting like somewhat violent, and I don't know. Then what you just said, CJ, like losing your room and privileges and shit. That's
Well,
it's like, why can't he
regulate?
He's a fully grown man. Why can't he regulate his emotions?
Right.
Because he's not that guy. He's the burning bridges guy. He's the Kevin Brennan we know and somewhat love for all these years because he's a psycho.
It is great. I mean, I do love a proper psycho.
He is a proper one. And he'll even get his ass whooped to be the psycho because he's pretty much about had his ass whooped in every comedy club in New York by a bunch of people. So Bobby Kelly and I forget all the names right now, but yeah, Jimmy Martinez almost on a podcast. That one was probably the best. Shmuel Buckman, $3. Thank you, sir. KB's hate knows no race. He's an asshole, not racist. He's colorblind asshole, I guess is colorblind racist.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think he is racist, but like in an endearing way. You know, that's how I would put it.
Endearing as you could be of a racist.
So was Archie Bunker. Same thing.
Hey, I just watched that show. That's so true.
Yeah.
Finally watched All in the Family. It's good stuff.
All right, let's hear him smash the whatever table.
And flips it. You'll hear the crash. It's not subtle.
Oh my God.
So she goes, secure. She's saying security, but
That's fucking hilarious.
Secure.
Uh-oh.
So now people are clapping because he's getting kicked out. So once again, the chair and the table.
I can't. I'm out of the hand because I said she's a terrible dealer.
And we thought, like, I honestly thought he was going to be like trespassed, kicked off the hotel property. I thought he might be arrested if he kept going.
Uh-oh.
They taught her how to deal blackjack.
That's T.O. Hank, I think. KB. So there.
All right, so there we go. That's pretty funny stuff.
Good
though.
stuff. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I find that even endearing to a point. Just him just being himself and being a prick and smashing shit around. Like I said, he said it was 4 a.m. He didn't really give a fuck. He just wanted to go anyway. So he figured probably once that lady was giving him a bad time, he was like, fuck it. I'm just going to smash my way out of this place and be an asshole.
I think if you properly weigh the trip and like all the different people who had different things happening, I think actually Kevin comes out at the bottom because he's got his psycho fans. They're shaking him down and he's getting pulled over by the police. He's getting humiliated by dealers. He's getting security called on him. He's a product of his own reality and it's really showing itself. So I think if you actually, grade on a curve, he's probably at the lowest.
Fair enough. And let's go ahead and end this poll question right now. Why don't we pull it up here? What do we got? 140 votes. Who came out ahead? Let's see. Sorry, get this back down there. It's a little tricky getting it just right. Can you read it good? Yeah. All right. Biggest winner of Atlantic City. 31% say Ray DeVito is the biggest winner. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that he didn't really make an asshole out of himself. He didn't really make any big
$200.
Yeah, he made extra money.
Wait, how many miles is it between Ohio and New Jersey? Is that over 100 miles? Like, how many times did he have to change his tire on the way?
Yeah, no doubt it's over 100 miles.
You have to change it twice, or like
he had to hit at least 3 Wawas on the way from home to there. Yeah.
So Tookie, he gets 27%, Kevin Brennan 20%, and Melton 20%. Thank you everybody for voting. But Ray DeVito coming out the big winner, and not far behind is El Horrible. So there you go.
That turned out to be closer than I thought it would be.
Congrats.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody got a reasonable amount. I almost threw Chad Zumock on there, but I think we all could just reasonably assume that he didn't deserve to be on that list because he was the ass. He was the donkey, pin the tail on the donkey guy out of the whole event. So he blew it.
I would not want to trade places with any of these people. I can say that very confidently. It's like they all live in their own version of hell.
The more I learn about these guys and the more I see them, I think we're all kind of on like a equal footing or whatever. Or we're doing better than most of these guys. I wouldn't trade my life for like Chad Zumock and Ray DeVito's life. I tell you that.
Do you put them on the same level in your head? I used to put Chad above, but now I kind of have them both on the same level.
Yeah, they're the same fucking guy for sure.
If Ray is actually as carefree as he appears to be, in other words, if it's not partly a work that he's actually just like a bundle of nerves and emotion, if he's as carefree as he appears to be, I kind of envy him for that, but I wouldn't want to be him for 5 seconds by any stretch.
Yeah, I think it's an act. I think he puts that on.
Yeah, he sure looks like it sometimes, but I mean, he seems so clueless, but he seems to be so carefree about it. But I think you're right. I think it is an act.
Lacking
Shades Cal
is not a good thing.
Shades Cal coming in with a good question. Did Chad get laid this weekend? I highly doubt. I mean, Ray has admittedly said that he has to take a blue chew and like know 2 days in advance if he's going to get laid, because he's not prepared or capable of doing it.
What?
I think Chad and Ray. Yeah, Ray has absolutely said that. But Chad and Ray both seem asexual to a degree, which is very creepy and whatnot.
Chad's just gay.
Yeah, Chad's he's like coy, right? Like he gets like mixed messages from girls, and like I feel like he's had some like conversations with e-girls that have taken weird turns.
They both seem very immature from a like a not relationship, but like an interpersonal point of view. They don't seem like either one of them have much maturity.
Yeah, like have they had long? I can't see them being in long relationships with people putting up their shit for more than a couple months.
I don't know, but
I don't know either. But that'd be my guess.
I've never seen either one of them in a relationship that I'm aware of. So there you go. Apparently, Dad wrecked his car and had a lady in the car, but other than that, I've never seen nor heard of an actual lady. OJ has said that Ray gets laid, but I don't know. Whatever. I'm not too.
Yeah, I mean, we agree that women fall asleep at parties. Like that's kind of what you're saying.
Exactly. The only other one I had was just this little offhanded thing before we end here. I did want to mention that Tom Myers is one of these copyright striking fucking punks, and apparently struck MGD's channel for doing a 27-second clip. So shout out to Doom for giving this a little bit more heat. But yeah, MGD, who we have used a few clips on before, was struck on the 25th by Tom fucking Myers, the most boring, shittiest comedian in the world. In my opinion, I've seen some of his stuff. It's all trash. It's horrible. So just a shout out to MGD and anybody like that. As we know, we were talking earlier about Chrissy Mayer and that ilk striking channels and doing shit behind the scenes and going after Clippers. Major thumbs down, and they can all go fuck themselves. So we stand with the Clippers, and Tom Myers, you get the asshole of the day award for sure today, dude.
We stand behind you, Clippers. Franklin Sheckler, Doom, Citizen M. Who else is there?
Absolutely.
Base Pill, Stalin 19.
Nacho.
They're long. I think even Josh Denny.
Joe Burrow, so thorough, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, you got it. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Before we go check out CJ Browne. Actually, you don't have a Twitter anymore, do you?
I deleted it.
Did you make a new one?
Look at you.
Fuck that.
All right. Well, don't go find his Twitter account because it doesn't exist. But other than that, check out his YouTube. And
thanks for having me on, Quad Father. Love being
here. Brother. Thanks for coming on. We always appreciate it, and you're a lot of fun. We always enjoy having you on, man. You're a good egg, man.
Yeah, you're a nice guy.
Thank you, guys, and it was nice meeting you too.
Hey, you too, CJ. Have a good evening, man.
Take it easy, everybody.
See you soon.
And of course, you guys could check out Two Old Farts.
Yeah,
we'll be back at it Saturday now, right?
Yeah, the co-host is back from the dead, so that's a good sign. And
now that the secret's out, I didn't actually die yet. I have till Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you don't know. You've never done stand-up, so you could have.
That's correct. I haven't. I have not. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody showed up at the worst possible time. We were just ending it. Anymore? Let it out. Let it out. Let it all out.
That's quality
Wow.
entertainment right there.
Wow, that was impressive.
And of course, everybody go check out Soup Party if you want more of whatever that was, because there's plenty of it.
Who wouldn't want more of that?
Well, come on, no, he did that just to do that. It's so
Of
funny.
course he did.
I like it. I get it. I'm a fan of Triple G and the Soup Party Boys. So yeah, shout out to Guitar Guy who was just here.
If I didn't have to go into the office tomorrow morning, I think my ass would be over there immediately. So I might turn my headphones down a little bit, but I might not.
Oh, why? No, it's good. Wake everybody up right at the last second. I like it. Wake your asses up. Okay, so back to your plugs there, buddy. What do you guys got going Saturday? Back to the Two Old Farts, I assume.
We're going to come here Wednesday and Friday and BYB, and Saturday we will be doing the Two Old Farts podcast once again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll be talking about Lou the Bullfrog.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a bunch of new stuff that maybe came out. I guess we'll watch those clips maybe Wednesday and see what's going on there. I just figured we'd try to keep it tight to AC and all the events that just happened. I know that's what our fans wanted. And whatever. I had a bunch more stuff that was way up the ladder than Lou Dud.
The monster.
That KB stuff was pretty interesting. I have to say, I'm not a big fan of his, but that was something.
Did that make you more of a fan or less of a fan? Let's just get that out.
No. Well, I don't know if it made me more or less of a fan. It was just really interesting stuff. I mean, the fucking guy is. I can't believe it that he can't control himself better in public, but it's fun to watch. I have to say. I mean, the guy is.
He's a fucking man child. That KB.
Yeah,
Child.
It was legitimately interesting. It was good. Good stuff.
He sucks.
I mean, if you guys could have gone and hung out in AC, would you guys like to go to an event like that? I don't even know.
Oh yeah, if I would have gone, I
had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I like your fart on fire with my rounds. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.